now, so, you know.
Don't say shit, fuck a cunt.
What, shit, fuck a cunt? Shit, fuck a cunt. That's a great start to what will be episode 200.
That's it. Just happy I've got my
Got his match ball, hat-trick ball from right back.
When did you score a hat-trick?
He hasn't scored
This
a
is my
hat-trick.
third appearance. It's a hat-trick ball. Don't
Right.
take this away from
like
me.
Soccer AM.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
Hat-trick ball.
I get it now.
Because I'm that type of guy.
When you said hat-trick, I was like,
I've never... No.
if
Clearly
anything,
not.
he should have been the first goal scorer
We've
for Granite
scored...
Zero.
I should have. You're right. I could have, should have, would have. Unfortunately, I panicked.
But when you do score, you'll score screamers.
Yeah.
So I wouldn't know because couldn't bother.
To be fair, I did score a few goals.
No, we meant that on the last game that we played.
Oh, yeah.
That was a great game of football, by the way.
We were gutted we lost that. Obviously, me going in goal within 2 minutes, I got lobbed.
Yeah, that is what it is, though, isn't it? That's not a huge issue. It was a huge issue.
But yeah, for large spells of that game, we were a better team.
Yeah.
What was the end score?
4-3.
Yeah, 4-3 in the end, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Nice.
4-3. This arm is doing my nose.
And that fake whistle that ref had threw me
Oh!
off. Threw me off. He didn't have a whistle.
Button.
He had a button.
Made a whistle. So he
But
didn't
like-
blow a whistle.
But like usually, that movement alone is enough to sort of get your attention.
Yeah.
But where that didn't happen,
I'm
the whistle
sorry,
would sound.
Who creates a whistle that you don't blow? Like,
Asthmatics.
That's my house.
fair.
But like, you'd hear it, and everyone would stop and look at each other. Was that?
Yeah.
What's going on?
Yeah, great game of football, though. Great game of football. I'm highly strung and in awe of anticipation for this game in Hereford. I can't wait.
Lee with the angriest apology ever.
Oh yeah, that
That
got
you missed
mentioned.
the angriest apology.
Angry Lee.
Angry Lee did an angry apology.
Yeah, it was,
I said I was sorry. All right.
no, that's not how he said it though. He made a bad tackle, and he was a bit late. We're all a bit late. We're all old, a bit late in the tackle. And the guy, he cried a little bit, and then Lee then reacted by saying, "I said sorry, you cunt." But it was, "I said sorry, you cunt," like that, and he was like, "Oh, that's."
And we're
That's
all sort of
aggressive.
looking at each other like.
Because there was no animosity or anger in the whole match at all.
Don't get me wrong. No one was pulling out of tackles, but it was
It was
a good
yeah,
game.
fair tackles.
It was a good game. But I've never known anyone to get angry whilst apologising. Not like that.
Not
anyway.
even me.
Not even you.
Ah, mental. Chicken oriental.
I know I body checked one of those strikers. That was quite good.
It's always good
That's
fun.
all right. That's perfectly acceptable.
Well, I had that.
Cheers.
Cheers.
Was it? How old I left them right back? Like 16 and 17, weren't they? First game of men's football.
yeah. When they first came on, so Evan and Ben, their first appearance for us, a couple of ringers.
This is the first time playing men's football. They did well. They did really well. Evan got inside his own head a little bit, but once he, like, you told him, yeah, but you blocked that whole run. All right, you fucked up the clearance, but the attack finished. He was, both played really well. Should be proud of themselves. First men's game, should be proud.
Proud of yourself. How have you been, Simon?
Been great, thank you.
You've been hiding from us. We're turning into Lee.
No.
Oh.
Not quite that
Oh,
bad.
no, Lee.
You're gonna get.
We can't even say the young Lee.
Chris is going to kick you out of the Lazio group if you carry on.
Oh, dear. Don't worry, mate. I've been kicked out of a load of groups, so it's like a badge of honour now.
I usually just leave.
My family's got a group. I'm not in it.
You're not in a family group?
No.
What
Faces,
did you
I'm not.
say?
Nothing. They preempted it by not adding me in.
Yeah.
That's fair, though, I think.
I mean, that's a given. I mean,
Yeah. Yeah, the last family group I was in, it was planning a birthday for Stace, but we was already planning a surprise party. So I went out of my way to ruin it, and she didn't talk to me for 2 days. It was brilliant.
Dan didn't even notice.
That has also happened. She gave me the silent treatment for 3 days, and the only reason I knew she was giving me the silent treatment, she phoned her mum when I was in the room. I spoke to him for 3 days. It's like he's enjoying it.
He was enjoying it.
And I
Now
remember
you've
looking
ruined
up,
it.
just going. To be honest, I thought you were being nice and leaving me alone. Good times. Yeah, marriage tips 101. 14 years the other day. I don't know how part of her.
Ruined my bet. I had 6 months.
It just goes to show, kids, if I can hold it down for 14 years, anyone can do
14
it.
years.
It's scary, that, isn't it? 14 fucking years. I'd be looking at parole now if I killed her in the first 6 months.
Fair play. Fair play. Ping. Oh, Chris Dunn. Chris Dunn. He'll be 10 minutes. Whee!
But is that 10 minutes or
That's dummy time.
is that a due 10 minutes?
Straight in the shadio. He's on his way. It's like a proper Rogan episode when someone just walks in. Seen those ones?
If he doesn't do a dance when he comes in,
He's
you've
gonna
got to kick him out.
knock everything. I'm gonna have to tell him to knock, because otherwise he's gonna fucking rip stuff open. Knock.
Tell him to do the secret knock, but
first.
don't tell him what the secret knock is.
Secret. Knock. If he'd have told us that, I wouldn't have hit record yet, but never mind. Never mind. Doesn't matter.
So I'm saying is 2 minutes in, we've already said shit fucker cunt,
Yeah.
which is now the episode title.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Episode 200, shit fucker cunt.
Yeah.
My mum is so proud.
Oh, my mum gave up on me years ago.
Tell you what, it is a bit toasty in there.
It's good, isn't it?
Toasty.
Yeah.
Do you want the thing off?
No, don't ruin
Nah,
this for me.
that's alright. I'd just take my hoodie
What we
off
should
in a
do
minute.
is sprinkle some water on it and just turn it into a sauna.
I'd love a sauna.
I'm not sure that's going to work on an electric.
Why are you
heater.
ruining this for me? I've always dreamed of having a bath with a toaster.
Welcome to Suicide Away.
Oh, by the way, I'm a mental health first aider if anyone's ever asked.
Yeah.
So,
We're-
Fair play.
I'm still shocked about that.
yeah, if you ever want to cuddle.
How long have you been a mental health first aider?
Right, hang on.
And how many times have they threatened to get rid of you as a mental health?
Never threatened to get rid of me, but I was put on it as a joke.
Sounds like most of my career.
Yeah,
Tommo, you're not going on your FT1. You're going on a comms course. Oh,
Oh,
is
thanks.
that a
thanks,
joke?
mate.
No, that's real. Oh, is it? That went down really smooth, didn't it, mate?
Yeah, they're lovely.
You've
that.
necked that, didn't you? I'm trying to savour the flavour, but
I've got some other good stuff in there.
tropical IP. I've never had. This is actually delicious. So, Tiny Rebel. You've got a shout out now.
With my monster beer, Aztec Mountain
With their
IPA, Mad Squirrel.
poor spelling
Squirrel.
of club.
I don't like that.
Welsh,
what do you
aren't
mean?
they?
It's like Kutch, isn't it?
Yeah, it's not Welsh.
I'm learning Welsh, by the way.
Why?
Why not?
No, there's just loads of L's. Just add L's into everything.
Basically, Jess has got that Duolingo, and I was like, "Can you just learn anything?" Now? She was like, "Yeah, you can learn any language." I was like, "All right, Welsh, it's free." So I'm there. So Nosota, everybody.
Oh,
That's good evening.
oh.
You're welcome.
The only other phrase I know in another language is "culo te pule" to a petit nerd.
Is that go fuck a chicken, you little cunt, or
You
something?
little shit. Yes, it is. In French.
Duolingo with
Oh.
Daniel Shipper.
Yeah. Phrases you'll never use.
I don't know. I think I could get uncoolé into a sentence to a French person.
I need to
I mean,
learn.
you.
I don't want rice with that in Chinese.
I'm not even going to attempt it. I was going to attempt it. I was going to do an accent, and then I thought,
Hello!
it's fine. Yeah? Because it's a joke. You're allowed to say jokes.
Yeah.
Oh.
I feel like if you put this up on YouTube, it's just going to have a load of warnings under it for different things.
I hope so.
Or just
it's been
being
a very
banned.
long time since I've had any warnings on anything.
Oh, welcome to the 200th episode then. We've done it.
Chin chin.
I said within
I
10
watched
minutes.
that James English the other day, and he had Jordan on it, old Katie Price, and she was having a good old whinge about Frankie Boyle, who did the joke about Harvey.
What, answering an iron?
No, it was. Come on now. No, it was. I hear that Jordan and Peter Andre are fighting for custody of Harvey Price. Well, someone's got to lose, haven't they?
Yeah.
Um,
Didn't he also say they're like having to prepare themselves for when eventually Harvey tries to rape her?
Yes, that was the next part. That was the next part of it. And she was like, "Some jokes just aren't funny." It's like, well, his job is literally to offend people, so I don't think he gives a shit.
I'm sure he got kicked out of like a charity comedy thing in a church when someone had like nicked a load of lead off the fucking roof, like they always do it at churches. And I'm sure when he come out, he looked straight at the cross that's behind it with Jesus and he said, "See, you caught the fucker then."
I mean, I'm sorry.
Get out.
If you're, if yeah, that's just not a good idea.
So what's the other show? Like there was another one, and his opening line was, "It must have been a mild winter this year. There's plenty of old people in the audience."
Oh,
fucking hell! Now, if my moral compass is spinning, you know you're in the right direction.
Yeah, Jimmy Carr's good for that as well.
yeah, I'm a fan. I'm a fan. I think these days, because of the whole woke society, I think comedians are literally trying to one up each other now.
Well, Frankie Boyle's gone woke now.
That can't be true.
I saw him on a programme and he was talking about all kinds of serious shit and he just looks incredibly woke.
Does it?
And I haven't seen any new comedy from him.
He's incredibly ginger as well, isn't he? Yeah.
And Scottish.
It's a shame.
Who's that other one? That's that latest one. Is it Riff? Something Riff? I think his name is.
Matt Rife.
That's it. Him.
Yeah. He
Goes out of his way to get himself cancelled.
when he got cancelled, he put a link. What was it? It was like crash helmets or something.
So, yeah.
Fucking hell.
Brilliant. What a bloke.
If you're going to get cancelled, you
Do
might as well
it. Go
lean
out
into
in
it.
style.
Apparently,
yeah.
he according to a few stand-ups from America, he sucked his way to the top.
I heard that.
He sucked his way to lots of money. Good on him, man.
20 quid.
That's it, yeah.
You know what I mean?
Nickelodeon, Diddy, all of them are at it.
Fucking right.
We'll wait for Chris for...
Jump on that train as it piles for everyone, yeah.
Jay-Z's next.
Yeah, 100%.
Just
Also-
Let's be honest, alright? Jay-Z comes up to you, well, I want to take to this island. Beyonce will be there, sold.
Yeah.
Honestly, I reckon I'd hump her shadow on a fucking gravel patch.
Oh, suck her dad off to see where she came from.
If we're talking about people that are...
Oh, what a wild ride this episode's going to be.
This is fantastic.
If you talk about people who are definitely going to get outed a little bit closer from home, that guy on CBeebies, what's his name?
Mr. Tommo. Oh, he 100%.
Mr. Tommo was touching some special kids as well, wasn't he?
You don't learn sign language talking like that if you're not taking advantage, do you? Oh, where's the finger you?
Oh, God. Oh, I'm so glad I chose Dan. Oh, Dan's my favourite.
Jesus Christ.
Oh. Or as you're known around my work, Dan the Charlton fan.
Dan the Charlton fan.
Yeah, because Big Stu is a Charlton fan as well.
He's a good lad, I like
So
him.
if I'm talking about you, he's like, "What, Dan?" I'm like, "Yeah, Dan." He went, Dan the Charlton fan.
Yeah, bro.
So, yeah. So a big shout out to Big Stu actually. You know?
Yeah, scoring the first goal.
First ever goal.
Good lad.
On his weaker foot, half volley.
I mean, the second goal took a massive deflection. It looked better than what it was, really. It was nothing.
There was no
Nothing special.
Was it you that scored? By any
Was it
chance?
me?
Massive deflection, mate. Honestly, it was trickling away.
He's saying this.
It was going one way, trickling on the floor, easy save. Don't know what it hit, but it suddenly managed to rock it into the opposite corner.
Somehow,
It was like a weighted ball.
somehow, right, it all just aligned, and I hit it perfectly. It was either going to go one of two options. It was going to go either top bin, or it was going into the Waitrose car park. Luckily for Granite Zero, top bins. But we're not allowed to talk about my goal, because it was the greatest goal ever scored by the team. So.
Massive deflection.
Massive cunt saying that.
You've probably also talked about it on many other podcasts.
It's irrelevant.
It was so good. I didn't even know how to celebrate. It was that good. So I just
The only thing that was missing from it was you didn't scream Gerrard as you hear.
I know, I should have.
Barry.
Yes.
Barry, yeah. Shearer!
Would have been better with Harry Maguire.
I'll tell you what, you can take a penalty.
Who, Harry Maguire?
Yeah. Absolute Brexit penalty.
Absolute Brexit penalty. Fucking hell.
Hit and hope.
Nothing wrong with that. If I don't know where the ball's going, keeper's got no chance, has he?
Do you know, I heard on Talk Sport the other day. Do you know why the Germans are so good at penalties?
I don't know. It's like to do with him invading Poland.
Maybe. I said knock!
Oh, sorry. Close the door and knock!
And grab some beers.
And grab yourself a beer.
And me a beer.
And me. They're in the little bag. Bag? Bag.
Oh, right, okay.
I've never known Jehovah's to knock on a shed before.
Pitch black out.
Or just bring him in.
Yeah.
Fuck it.
God, it's warm in here.
Yeah, I know. I've just
Whoa!
turned the heater off.
I've suggested sprinkling water on it and turning it into a sauna. What was the score when you left?
5-2. Not bad. Not bad.
I'm guessing losing to him.
Yeah, losing. Of course, losing. But yeah, not.
Ooh, watch what you doing.
Yeah, it's not. Yeah, not bad actually. Same old thing. It's just their first team that they're putting out.
Was the giganticism
oh, yeah.
goalkeeper playing?
Oh, hello everyone. Oh yeah, he is. Yeah, he's playing.
So this is the new snowball.
All right,
That's
okay.
for you and Simon to
He got it in that shape so you don't feel left out, Jay.
Oh yes, please, mate. Yeah.
Oh, let me just...
These ones are 6.9%, 6.5%.
What's that?
And these ones
This is the most awkward part of the podcast.
are 5.
Yeah.
So the title for this episode is called Shit Fuck Cunt.
Straight away. Sam just
Is
swearing.
this your 200?
Yeah, 200.
Oh wow.
And I've got my hat-trick ball.
200.
Lovely.
Turn that off for a second. Fucking hell. Hi, Chris.
Well, cheers.
Shalom. Did you be drinking on the Sabbath?
Yeah.
Friday night dinner.
Lovely bit of squirrel, that. That's just saying that. This is called a bit of squirrel. Mad squirrel. There you go.
I'm having a squirrel, or has you already opened it?
Nah, it's yours.
You having a monster beer?
It's warm.
Yeah. Where did we get to? What were we talking about before Chris arrived?
I heard Germans.
Oh yeah, so
Germans
Germans
got
and their penalties. So, from what they said on Talk Sport, they take all the pressure away from the player. The coach chooses which side they're going to kick the ball.
What?
So they're not overthinking
right,
it on
okay.
the way up to the penalty spot.
That's clever.
They put it down. They've already got it in the red.
If she goes Muller, you go left.
And then because if they
If she
miss,
goes
if they
right,
miss,
you're
if
gonna-
they miss, it's not down to the player. It's down to the coach who told him which side to go. So the
Right.
coach will get the bollocking, not the player. Takes all the pressure out.
And if they lose, they invade Poland.
Yeah. Again. So yeah, there we go.
That's lovely.
It's a lovely bit of squirrel beer.
Lovely.
Oh, that's
Do like
nice.
a hazy.
You love a good hazing, don't you?
Yeah.
All over your face.
That's nice.
That's good.
Well, fucking hell.
Have you been off today?
Yeah, mate. Did a podcast this morning, but he's 201. He doesn't get 200.
Who was that?
Sorry, Rob. He's former Marine. He does
What? As in Royal Marine?
Royal Marine. Yeah.
Right.
Does he's got like a gym sort of club called the Gym Self-Harmers Club, something like that. Can't remember the full name of it. It was all to do with mental health and all that sort of stuff. He started it during lockdown
Right.
to get people fizzing basically and getting their mind off it. And I was like, because that was the last time he actually came on, was during lockdown. I was like, what a fucking mental time that actually was when you look back.
Yeah, it's funny. You think 4 years back? I put
4
I
years.
took a jacket.
Easiest money I've ever earned at work, though.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Even I reached new levels of nothing at work.
Do you know what I
Just
think?
get annoyed when you saw people like, why are you here?
What are you fucking doing?
I think the weirdest thing that I remember from lockdown was one of my neighbours, when they got a Tesco delivery, putting it in the bath and washing it all down.
Oh, that's just
And I was just thinking,
peak insanity.
Just went weird.
I
didn't
still
they?
remember you telling your missus you're going for a bike ride. You would cycle round to mine and we'd just drink in my garden.
That's the way forward. That's the way forward.
I remember you going back and
Yeah.
Emmy just told me off because I smell a booze.
me and Luke met up, and he got a puncher halfway round, and we're right by Halfords, and it was like, well, we can go in, and you could order, and they'd bring it out to you. But there's loads of people going, I need to fix my bike, I need to get out, and the rule at the time was you can't mix with another household. And so me and Luke were like, well, fuck that, like, we're fine. The looks we got from people, because it's blatantly obvious we were just out for a bit of a jolly.
Yeah.
I put a jacket on at work the other day.
Should have just kissed him.
And I found a pocket that I haven't obviously put my hand in ages. Pulled out
Why am I not surprised?
pulled out a face mask and was like, remember when we used to put these on our face to keep ourselves alive? Didn't go down well in the office. People were like, but yeah.
Do you remember when I almost didn't make it on the plane
yes.
to Croatia? Who else didn't wear it? Was it you?
Foster.
And it was funny because he grabbed a towel out of his bag, went, there you go, and put it over his eyes. And this girl from, what was it, EasyJet, or we were flying with, was like, don't be ridiculous.
She's just had it all day, no doubt. Well, all for months.
Yeah, but
it was crap.
It was a
but then
dumb
a week
thing, 'cause
later,
you spent the whole time, you walked into the airport, no mask.
I took mine off. while I was on the
Everywhere.
plane.
Yeah.
I literally wore it on my chin. I was
Yeah.
sipping Heineken.
Fucking dumb.
yeah, it was crap.
Also, the plane
didn't
wasn't
take
an EasyJet plane either.
No,
They didn't give a fuck.
Croatian Airlines or whatever.
Motherfuckers.
Yeah, you're right.
Weird time.
Everyone
I enjoyed it.
acting weird.
Oh, let's all go out and clap.
Bang our pans.
Yeah, I didn't get that.
Ding, ding, ding.
Yeah.
That's a bit of monkey shoulder, that is, my boy.
Ooh. Monkey shoulder.
Bit of monkey shoulder, that is, kid.
So what's your topics you've discussed so far?
So
Euros.
far,
due
we've
time.
just been swearing a lot.
Shit, fucking cunt.
And that was pretty much it. We were waiting for you to arrive before we started getting into
yeah.
Talk about
nonsense.
paedophiles.
Oh dear.
Yeah, nonsense.
Oh, brilliant. Talking about paedophiles.
Oh, Pete did he?
Yeah.
Coombs.
P Papa Diddy
Alleged.
Puff.
Alleged.
I don't know much about it other than his house got proper raided. That's all I know.
His house got proper raided,
But I
and
did
he properly did a run.
So he's killed Tupac and now fingers kids. Like, I don't. Where's the middle line in this?
Allegedly.
I did see a clip when Justin Bieber, he's probably just
Yeah.
getting
he
proper
def-
famous. And
he
he went, you
100%
don't
got
come around
bummed.
my house anymore. And he was like, oh.
No,
He's
'cause
like,
you-
yeah,
He looked dead awkward.
yeah, I'm saying that, and he goes, oh yeah, I don't. Do you want my number? I don't want to give him.
1, 2, 3.
He literally made
Listen,
it up.
listen.
Yeah, listen, all the numbers, all the sevens. I'll work it out. I'll text you. You don't know my number. I'll guess.
Brilliant.
But the thing is,
bit of
I think
extras.
if you look, you've seen all these videos come out now, and you look and you go, that was fucking obvious. It's a bit like Savile.
The one that was like super obvious was R. Kelly. You listen
Yeah.
to the lyrics in his songs, you're like, oh,
I remember rumours coming out at the time though of that coming out.
oh.
I remember there was rumours at the
Oh,
time
yeah.
when it was like, oh yeah, there's a
Let's
mother
be
and a
honest.
daughter.
Who would have seen Stephen Hawkins being part of that? Come here.
Did you see? that?
Oh.
You know the
Nice.
Nickelodeon stuff.
Nickelodeon.
Yeah, right.
Talk me through it.
Right. So
You seem
There's
like,
a- there's a
seem to know a
Netflix-
lot about.
there's a Netflix documentary
That must be
about
true.
someone,
Must be true.
one of the guys who worked in Netflix, touching all the kids basically, and he's like,
Netflix or Nickelodeon?
Nickelodeon. But there's a documentary on Netflix apparently.
Super Netflix. They don't give a shit, do they?
But apparently the Nickelodeon badge looks like Epstein's Island.
Brilliant.
But isn't SpongeBob? Isn't he where that island is?
Yeah, no, he lives in Bikini Island, wherever it is. That's where they test nuclear weapons.
Oh,
Bikini Bottom or something.
Bikini Bottom, but it's
Can't
Bikini
remember the
Islands
island.
where they test all
It's about
nuclear
sponge.
weapons.
Is it?
Well, it's below.
And
It's
in-
like.
I thought it had
next
something to
to
do
Probably
with
in
the
the
island.
island though.
Or is it?
No.
Or is it not that the island's there, but when it comes out and it's the bottle or whatever, there's like a little.
I've seen. I know what you're talking about. I've seen.
So
some.
his house is basically in SpongeBob, Epstein's house.
Okay.
I might have to Google this. I
Right.
may have just made that
Just-
up.
Let's not let the
This
truth
is-
get in the way of a good story.
This is
I'm
why you need
Googling
to do this live, so you can get people actually
I'm
going. I know
Googling
what
it.
that is.
Let's be honest, we had someone
Yeah.
phoning in.
He didn't
Yeah,
kill him.
phone in.
Right. I literally put Ep, and then it came up with Epstein Island. It's like, oh, so
It is probably quite well Googled.
probably Epstein.
Especially for like P. Diddy and...
Apparently he's got his own island, P Diddy, with Jay-Z, allegedly. Allegedly.
What's happened to the island now though? Clearly it's not used for that, but who owns that? Because I bet
dunno.
they're devastated. They're
love
like,
it.
stop calling it Epstein Island. I've bought it now. I don't do any of that stuff.
You'd 100% turn it into like just a sex museum, just for bands. Amsterdam bought it.
Wasn't with this P Diddy stuff? Wasn't one of the royals implicated?
Yeah,
Prince
Harry.
Harry, is that the ginger one?
Yeah, the one that's not actually related to the other ones. Yeah.
Is he German?
No,
Is
no.
he German?
They all look the same apart from Harry, who looks suspiciously like one of the men Diana had an affair with.
Allegedly.
Allegedly.
You have to say allegedly.
Allegedly. The fact he's an absolute spit of him.
I can't remember his name.
Doesn't matter.
Army captain of some sort.
Yeah. Does polo. Water polo, isn't it? So SpongeBob SquarePants, 124 Consem Street, Bikini Bottom. On.
I don't think so. This is just like you know when something happens and they go,
Yeah, I think
let's
so.
just have a look at Simpsons and see if Simpsons covered it and predicted it.
Oh, here you go. So, Ledges of Little St. James Island, which is also Epstein Island, is basically where SpongeBob lives on his driving licence.
Right.
There we go. So, wasn't talking shit.
But let's be honest, there's a lot of holes in this whole SpongeBob thing, and the fact that, you know, they
Don't
have a
find it.
bath, they live underwater.
Yeah.
They cook their food,
He's a
they
sponge.
live underwater.
Got a
He's a
snail.
sponge that walks
Meow.
around. His shirt sleeves aren't actually connected to his shirt.
Man, that's weird.
His
What?
best friend is a starfish.
Who's stoned all the time, I'm sorry.
And he wears shorts.
I was going to say, I think he's probably not stoned. I think he's just autistic.
Oh.
No, he's just slow. He's just a bit of a mong. Before everything was a
That's
disability.
literally what he just said.
Just a mong.
Oh dear, it's caught my moustache. With my wimple.
You're not allowed to be a mong now, are you?
No.
What do you mean?
There's no. What I mean is,
One Nazi thing to say. Oh, what's that? Your kid's a bit slow at reading?
no, there just
Throw him
isn't.
off the cliff.
There isn't anyone that you go.
Open
that
group of
that
Führer.
guy's just stupid. Like it's got to be. They've got to
I
go
beg
like
to
no.
differ. I
it's-
work with loads of them.
I'm pretty sure
There
he'd
was
be
one
stupid.
that he just kept staring at me, and I had to stop and ask him, right, do you want to fight or fuck? No one says another bloke for this long without wanting one or the other.
What was it?
He went and hid in the corner and didn't talk to me for the rest of the day.
He didn't actually give you an answer.
No. There was another one the other week. I turned round
we
and
know
said
the
to him,
answer.
and went, if I chose to fuck you, there's nothing you could do to stop me.
Fuck's sake.
Well, that's right.
And then they go, well, I'm just going to leave Dan alone, I think.
Yeah.
That's
That's what shaved me head. I've become unapproachable. It's lovely.
Saying that, you know, Scott Brown played for Celtic.
Yeah.
Yeah, he used to shave his head just so he was more menacing on the football pitch.
Oh, I do it because I'm going bald, but yeah, I'll go with that.
Because he's just come out recently. He's a manager of I don't know what team, but he's got a full head of hair, styled and that, and they're all like, "Is that your hair?" He's like, "No, yeah, of course. I haven't had a transplant or anything." I went, "But you were bald." He went, "No, I shaved it so that I could just kick people and get away with it." Fucking nut job.
Yeah.
What a lad.
So yeah, pedos. What a fantastic.
all the range.
All the range. Go from
You've got-
whatever,
yeah, there
whatever
is-
you want.
There is
whatever
quite
you
a
fancy.
spectrum there with, you know, you've got P. Diddy, Jeffrey Epstein, Stephen Hawking. You've got the full spectrum there.
He couldn't have done much.
Prince
though.
Andrew.
I don't know. If all you need to do is put a little afterburner thing on his like Hot Wheels cart he drives around in. Do you reckon Steve Hawkins?
Oh, I thought we were talking about Prince Andrew.
He
I
could,
was like, what?
yeah, but he don't sweat, does he?
He is a sweat, mate.
But like, if he's kind of, wouldn't you be fucking like? If I was him, I'd have something out the back that just dropped like banana skins.
Like,
you
like
seen-
Mario
yeah.
Kart.
Have you
Mario.
seen the Mario Kart reels with him on Epstein Island?
That'd be fucking hilarious.
There are. No, there's videos. I'll find them.
I'll find him. I'll
I'll
find him.
find you.
Oh, I'll bring him on. Oh, Jesus Christ.
I'll find you. Oh dear.
As you do.
So I'll take it you didn't get them from the local shop. You got
Sainsbury's.
them. Oh right.
So he did, yeah.
The big
but
one in town.
I meant the.
Oh, my shop?
Yeah.
No, I don't even know what he does in there.
Don't know. Quite handy though, isn't it?
It's quite a nice shop.
Yeah.
Quite a nice shop. Quite a nice pub up the road as well. There we go. Lovely little village.
Pain in the ass to get to.
Yeah, it's a pain, isn't it? How annoying is it?
That's
Yeah.
alright.
Although I had got the I went through Alsford without waiting at all. It's the first time probably ever. It just went green as I turned up to it. I was like, oh, thank you.
Nice.
Was that when you started knocking on doors, you fucking Jehovah's?
He snuck round the back.
Oh, fucking hell.
There was a point though, I was like, I'm not 100% where Sean lives.
So you
I
thought,
think
fuck
it's
it,
at
I'll
the
just go
end.
through the gardens.
Oh, I recognise you've got like a pattern on your front window bit.
Alright.
On the
Not
front.
the sign on the front that says the Thompsons.
But I didn't
That
even
is
see
pretty
that. Did not even see that. No, I
It's
just
not
saw the
new
pattern.
either,
And
it's
went,
been there for a while.
that's it. And then I had to walk through the darkest alleyway in the
It's horrible,
world.
isn't it?
Yeah, it's dark.
I run through that if I'm carrying
Fuck that.
bins.
I was
You know when you were a kid,
I was
you had to run
convinced.
upstairs,
I
turn
was
the lights
convinced
off,
you were just
leg
going
it.
to jump at us. I was like, no, we'll creep
It's
round
so
here.
dark out there. When you said you guys were coming in, I was like, are they going to come through the house or come around the back? No,
Always come out the back.
they come around the back, which was fine, even though it's not Thursday. And
The lesbians
I was
next door
walking
weren't
down.
either.
There's a. I'm glad that none of you fell over the skateboard.
I
That's out
did.
there. Oh, you did.
Yeah. Simon watched me, didn't say anything. I appreciate that as well.
I could
wheels
fucking
blow
see it.
No, I sort of tried it. Went, oh, no, just went over the wall instead.
Tell you what, the funniest. So when we lived in the old house, I was getting ready to go to work when I worked at Loomis, and the girls left their Barbie car on the stairs, and it was about halfway up, and I'm getting up at fucking silly o'clock at that time doing the ATMs, and I was going down the stairs, and it must be about 3:30, pitch black, so I don't want to turn any lights on. Yeah, it was like fucking. It was like the EastEnders theme mixed with I don't know what.
I can picture it. now.
And then all I got, because I hit the floor, and obviously I made the old man noise of, just waited there for a minute, and then all I heard was like a slight giggle from upstairs, and, are you alright? And I'm like, no,
Go fuck yourself.
I think I've broken my fucking hip. Fuck.
Was it like, I'm not injured enough to not go to work, which is annoying. I'd rather come away completely unscathed, or no, I can't go to work, I'm hurt.
Look me in the eye and tell me you've never been driving to work and thought, if I just crash a little bit.
Yeah, oh yeah.
That's
That's the
every
minimum
morning.
amount of damage I can do to myself and car.
But like, not enough to injure myself permanently, but enough to have like a good couple of
and
weeks
get
off.
sympathy and time off.
Good couple of weeks off. Oh,
Like, would I willingly break a leg for this?
probably.
And there's been a couple of times I thought, yeah, I don't mind taking someone with me either.
Yeah. Do you want a month off, fella?
In the tunnel.
I don't mind taking someone with me. Savage.
Fucking hell. How's the beer going anyway, Si? Like, still
It's
cutting
nice.
about?
What?
Drinking all the beers?
Yeah, all the beers.
Craft beer side?
Do you do like? Are you one of them now that goes on weekend away beer things?
Don't fucking lie to us, you've dumped us for beer drinkers.
Yeah, no.
Chris is that close to kicking him out of the group.
There is. I'm sure there is one not too far away by St Peter's. now. What's it called?
What, a brewery?
Yeah, like
There's
a.
one in Halling.
That's the one. Yeah.
Yeah, Moot.
Been there.
Have you done that?
No, yeah.
Ain't the Spitfire brewery like literally in Maidstone?
Oh.
You just make that up.
No. Which? Oh,
You've got out the back
It's a
end
coach,
near me.
You've got
You've got
Faversham.
Musket, which is alright.
Musket.
Musket Brewery, yeah, it's alright.
Sounds naughty, isn't it?
It's thrown out.
Is it
loads
like
of
a
shout
wine
outs.
tasting
Musket.
day, but with beer?
It's
This is how we make it.
not really. Like you
Yeah,
can see,
go around sniffing the car. Oh yeah, I'll get a Oakies. No.
Yeah,
that one's a
that's
bit
nice.
like more traditional, like ale. in
What?
there.
Oh yes.
They're like half size ones. Oh, yeah. Simon.
Cheers.
It's actually quite cool. It's got a little pack.
Corona.
So these aren't
So was a Corona a proper sized?
so like a full Corona. I'm guessing is a full.
Fat ball.
The full
Fat
shebang.
Oh.
The full fat one.
So when my
It's gonna be
When I
like
was
hot
ill,
box
I
in
used
here.
to smoke like the old light cigarettes. So yeah, can I have the low fat ones?
What's a low fat cigarette?
Exactly, but I forgot.
Oh, like the light ones.
yeah,
Yeah, the
I
ones that
forgot
come in a
the
little tin.
No,
them
you-
ones?
No, when. if
What,
you were
like
ill,
the
if you
Marlboro
smoked-
Light?
Yeah, but like,
Yeah,
I couldn't remember
God.
what that was. So it's like the low fat. And then just get stared at like I'm a weird.
That Zippo as well.
Do you know Arnie dips his in whiskey before he smokes?
Yeah. Do you do that?
But if you was
That
as cool
bit,
as
though, that
Arnie,
bit,
let's
not
be
the-
honest, he could drop it in his own semen and we'll still go, that's
It's
awesome.
it's one of those where it's frowned upon in some cigar smoking communities. So I learnt when I had the fucking cigar boys in Trident cigars. Just so you know.
We're not allowed to.
Not allowed to
yeah,
word.
not allowed to mention them, but it was definitely a company that rhymes with Rident.
No, I can mention them. But yeah, they came in, and obviously, my head was swimming for fucking days. I had so many cigars.
Did they come in?
Yeah, they came in.
Oh wow.
Really.
And where are they based?
Fucking all over, really. I think.
No, but what I mean is, where do they travel from?
Oh, they were in London at the time, so it's not far. In fact, they invited
Alright.
me. Just drop my new fucking. That's new. Fucking, that's my snowball.
Right, you
Drop
rolled
the
that.
bell end.
I will break that.
That's my snowball.
See, everyone with earpods in right now is going, fucking hell.
That would have been a hell of a bag.
Have you tested it? Can I just leave it there? Is that going to be alright or no?
I've got a little spoon for you.
What, your cigar?
What in the hell is that? Oh, right, okay.
That's your
I was
cigar.
going to say, I don't think this is going to balance on there.
Oh, you're talking about that? You can put it there. I have no idea if that's going to pick you guys up talking.
Right,
That's all
okay,
I'm saying.
Fine. Probably
Um,
not. Let's just
It
leave
might
there.
do.
And you did moan last time about the microphones.
I couldn't hear it.
Which is why I went out and bought a new one.
You moaned.
No,
That don't sound like
especially
you.
There you go. Look at that. Oh, pro.
There was
you licked
yeah.
it,
So there was three of us.
Have I licked it?
Yeah, it's always very wet when you smoke a cigar on the end.
It's always wet when you lick my end as well, mate.
I was saying.
God, don't deep throw it, Chris. Fucking hell. You're going to take it out for dinner afterwards, yeah?
Yeah, still tastes horrible.
But you say that to all the boys, don't you?
How do you know you're gay? Did you try it enough?
Do you reckon it's going to get to the point where that camera's not going to pick us up?
Well,
when there's smoke
It was
It will
pretty
be like a
slow.
hot box.
So when the lads were in here last time, we lit. So we
It
had
does look like Mister's in here already.
four cigars each.
Oh, wow. 4 each?
Yeah. So I thought it was going to be like a normal sort of like we've done before, where it's about an hour and a half, 2 hours maybe. They were here for like nearly 4 hours.
Fucking hell.
I had to take 2 breaks.
Did you have whiskey with it? No.
Me and one of the lads had whiskey.
Who was that with?
That's when you drank one of the whole things.
Oh no, that was when did I do that? That was with, I think I was on a pod with Darren, and I had. No, that was with Trevor Colt, Military Cross. That was when I think Chris mentioned it. He said he watched it back, and he went, "There's a point where you clearly just."
Oh,
I noticed that you had enough.
You were minced.
And I went from talking normally to all of a sudden, and we just.
I think you just forgot that you were talking to someone.
Yeah, I think so.
I just was like, oh, sorry. You got a bit startled when he started talking. Like, oh.
Fucking
Sure, where did you come from?
yeah, chill out, mate.
When you do them, do you see it on there as well?
Yeah.
So you can. Oh right, okay, fine.
You've done one.
Are
Yeah,
you
but I mean,
all right?
we
You did
can.
one in a lockdown.
No, but we can see ourselves. But I don't know if you can see.
But you did it in lockdown with me.
Have you had a
Yeah,
stroke?
but when you do someone on Teams or whatever it is you do.
Yeah, you did one in lockdown with me and Darren.
Right, yeah.
How many have you done?
You're
Yeah,
right
that was a
after
while
football.
ago.
How did you get on anyway, by the way? I know you said it was a good game.
It was
How did-
alright.
How did you get on?
I think I did alright.
Yeah.
Did alright. Probably responsible for one of the goals going in, probably.
Really play fullback.
Yeah, right back, yeah.
So you were halfway up the pitch at the time.
No, I was with him, but he was just too good. So I was like, I'll mark you, and then he just sort of turned and I went,
I haven't marched you.
oh, he's gone about a couple of yards in front of me, and then he just
Was
banged
this
it
some
and it
like
went top
lead
right.
defending?
Lee can't defend.
Well, that's what I'm trying
So
to say.
many people have told me. They're like, you can't play Lee left back.
Well,
Or
that-
left wing because he won't defend.
I did make a very good tackle though that was certain to be a goal. He was in the box and the keeper had already saved it, and it rolled to him, and then I just sort of slid and kicked the ball
Get
away.
everyone in. Just like... This is good for you, the viewers. Like, you're like, what are you cunts doing? Hiya. Oh, I fucking love football.
I don't know. I sort of fell out in love with it watching fucking Southgate fuck up 2 friendlies.
Do you know what
I
though?
thought we played alright in the second game.
We played alright.
There was two mistakes, obviously, by Dunk.
Yes.
He clearly proved that he's not good enough for that standard.
Why did Braithwaite not come on in either of them games?
I don't know. Good player. And obviously Pickford. And I was thinking, who was I talking to? Can't remember. But I was like, I wouldn't have Pickford as number 1. But then when you look at it, you're like, who else?
Pope's injured.
Pope's
Hasn't played
injured
all
and
season.
Ramsdale doesn't
Doesn't
play.
get a game.
No.
He's got to be number 1.
And also Ramsdale makes way more clangers than Pickford. Pickford might be a bit shit for...
That's his first mistake that's led to a goal in England shirt.
Is it?
Yeah.
That Jen?
When he puts on an England shirt, he's like different gravy.
That's like
most
fucking
of the
Maguire.
time.
But he's another one. I was fighting this corner at work. They were like, well, why is he being picked? I went, I can understand this time why he's not being picked. Because he's been injured, which is fair enough.
But he was in a bit of form though.
But he was in good form.
Yeah.
He's a good centre half. But again, I think the captaincy weighed down on him, and everyone piles on him. It's like he makes one mistake, and it's like it's the end of the world.
I'm honestly not too concerned with the friendly.
Fucking hazy in here, isn't
Yeah.
We might need to open that
it? I
door.
might have to.
No, it's fine. It's good. Look, it still looks alright on the camera. It's fine.
Watching England is definitely like watching West Ham. Just sometimes good, sometimes shit.
Sometimes good, sometimes shit.
Sometimes maybe good, sometimes maybe shit.
Do you remember when he had a fight with your fucking coach?
Yeah.
Yes.
Fuck, that was brilliant.
That was
You
brilliant.
are,
When
Yeah.
football
I
players
think
were-
that was about the only time I
was his
ever
name?
had sympathy for anyone related to Spurs. I was like,
I remember that
fucking
stuff.
have it.
Gattuso grabbing. What is it?
He was the
He
was
was-
it assistant manager?
He was the assistant, yeah, to...
Yeah.
He, like, grabbed him by the throat.
Poch. Yeah.
Yes. Yes.
Because he was, to be fair, he was giving it back.
Oh, yeah.
pretty well.
Apparently he's a nutter.
Who,
Yeah,
Gattuso?
yeah.
No, he's
No, yeah.
their assistant manager.
I think that's why
Nothing wrong with that, though.
Poch kind of stepped away and went, "Go on, mate.
Yeah.
You crack
That's
on.
a bit of you,
You
that.
do you, mate.
You fucking crack on, son.
Don't mind you getting a red. Like, as long as I
Fucking
don't.
hell, me
But
too.
I think we're going to do right in the Euros. Honestly, I think we'll be
We
fine.
won't win it.
We might not win,
Say what's a
but
good
here we
bet.
go, right? I mean, I know he gets criticism, Southgate, for playing sort of boring football, but also think of the players. They're not. A lot of them that are playing at the moment, they've still got a lot of big games and a lot of positions that aren't nailed on. So they've got to keep some in reserve, because why do a Kyle Walker and injure yourself when you've got to chase down
Is he injured?
Arsenal?
Is he
Well,
injured?
I think he is. I think he's still going to take a knock.
Is he? Or
Notice Harry didn't play.
or has he got Arsenal on Sunday? Is he injured?
Well,
It'll be
yeah.
the same as Saka.
The only one that played pretty much all of it was Foden, wasn't it?
Yeah.
To be fair, though,
I don't know what it is with him. He's gleaming for Man City. He puts England shirt and he's average. Like he doesn't do
That's
anything special.
That's a different take, isn't it?
But name one thing he's done that's special in an England shirt.
Well, he hasn't really had.
The last thing he tried was he dyed his hair to look like Gaza for the last. And you're like, behave yourself.
But
No chance.
listen, look, these infrequent friendlies, they don't have a lot of time to bond and wait until after the season when they start playing properly together and see their first game. Because we're not in a difficult group really.
No.
So I think
We should
Southgate should be quite bold.
We'll get out of the group.
It probably doesn't help as well that now more than ever you've got a lot of players that are playing in different countries. You've got Kane who's in Germany, you've got Bellingham who's in
It's still
Spain.
a weird move, that.
But again, I think that's going to really help.
Kane.
What I think's funny though is
Him trying to speak German.
well, yeah, but
I haven't seen any of
the
that.
fact that they're probably going to miss out. This is the first time in 10 years.
Yeah, they haven't won anything.
And was it? I mean, it's definitely that Spurs can't win a trophy.
You can't take the boy out of Spurs, but you never take Spurs
But it's
out
not
of the
because
boy.
it's not because Bayern Munich have not played well. It's just because
Leverkusen haven't lost.
Leverkusen haven't lost, and they've been.
He's staying on as well, isn't he?
Yeah,
Alonso. I thought he would have gone Liverpool.
Liverpool fans just
I
absolutely
know.
crying.
Southgate, they'll get Southgate after this
I
tournament.
fucking hope so. Because it's fucking doing my head in. Oh,
Henderson will come back.
He's going to Man United. It's like, why? We've still got the manager. And I know he's not doing great, but he's not doing bad. Like, fingers crossed, we beat,
This is going to be tricky.
fucking, who was it? Coventry.
Got to go for a
Fingers
sip.
crossed we
No,
beat
it's
Coventry, which we should.
Don't know
99% of the time we should beat
Bit ash
Coventry.
down my eye. Fuck.
And if he does that, that's 3 finals in 2 years.
I don't think the manager's the problem in that team. It's been shit players. Like the wrong players been bought in, but shit players been wrong.
I think though the
Poor investment in players.
Oh, definitely.
Sancho was 100 million quid. You're never getting back.
yeah.
Right, the funny thing is, everyone he's had 2 good games for Dortmund, and they were sucking his dick. They were like, "Oh, he's fucking back."
And he's gone back to his own fucking
I mean,
ways.
he's played awful for Dortmund for 90% of the games that
His
he's been there.
attitude.
His attitude stinks, mate. He's like
He's like
He's like-
Ravel Morrison,
That's exactly what I was about to say.
who was really good for us for like one season,
He's highly
and then
rated.
he's just his attitude.
He was highly rated by who was he with?
Ferguson.
I know it was Ferguson. Ferguson said he was the best player
Best players ever seen.
ever seen.
Like
but it didn't
raw
make it.
talent, but he said his attitude. Yeah.
I mean,
I'm trying to think who he was with in the youth team. I think it was Pogba, Lingard,
yeah,
and that lot.
Lingard.
He's another one.
But
What are you doing?
the thing is, right? So he had that
He's
good,
out in Korea now. They fucking hate him.
yeah, he had that good season with us. He had that good season with us, and he could have stayed on and probably done whatever he
He
wanted.
should have stayed with you guys.
He got greedy,
Yeah.
went to Forest, fuck that,
And then
now,
Forest are paying for it.
yeah,
Poor Forest. I feel sorry for Forest because I like Forest. They're
Yeah.
they're one of those teams that you can't hate. I don't
Yeah,
know
yeah.
why.
No.
unless you're not.
I wanted to hate them the other week when they beat us in the league. I think we beat them in the FA Cup, though, obviously. Standard. Because they got that annoying player. Is it Gibbs White?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Striker?
Ex-Arsenal.
Shithouse. Annoying me.
Yeah.
I hate you.
But if he plays for you, best thing in the world.
Just fuck off. Do you know who I still love? Jamie Vardy.
I think he's.
Oh, did you see him miss that sitter?
What was their
earlier?
result today?
I don't
I
know.
think it finished 0-0.
Google it.
No, I think it. Were
No,
they playing
but-
Ipswich?
Ipswich were winning.
Ipswich won one. Well, they were winning.
They were
1-0.
winning.
I'll race you. I've still got fucking Epstein Bikini Bottom.
Okay, race you.
I can't spell Leicester.
Bristol City, 1-0.
Bristol City won 1-0.
He missed an absolute sitter.
Oh dear.
Well, I say a sitter. To be fair, he on his standards, he should have scored it easy. Fair play to him though for staying.
I
at
mean,
that club.
he stayed at that club. He got signed. How old was he when he got signed? He was quite late in his career, wasn't he?
Yeah.
He still scored over 100 goals in the Premier League.
We
Do you know
come
another
from
one who got
non-league,
signed
wasn't
quite late?
it? Ian Wright. I know he did 20,
He knew it.
22, 23, I think, before he signed Third Palace.
Fergie wanted him, apparently.
Apparently, Big Sam wanted Vardy at West Ham.
Really?
Fuck that. Fucked it up. The one thing we've been crying out for fucking God knows.
What
how
about
long.
you got
What do you make of
Antonio?
Moisey?
I think I'm not a Moyes out person, you know, where he's won something for us, which all the other managers haven't managed to achieve. We're at the right end of the table. We're still in a European competition. What have you got to moan about?
Yeah, exactly.
Like, I mean, some of the performances have been subpar and a bit shit, but you know, you're going to get that. I mean,
I think the problem...
Spurs have had that.
Yeah,
We've got that.
the
Villa
problem you
had
find-
that. United had that. It's, you know...
All season we've had
The,
it.
the players that do the whole manager out after
Fucking
a
awful.
couple of games of losing, they're always in the minority of fans, but they're always the loudest.
Yeah, it's the same with
So you always
But that's
see
the
it on
same with
social
anything.
media. It's, yeah, and then people go like, "Who's that?" And the same people that ring up a Talk Sport and they go, "Who's that deluded Arsenal fan, Spurs fan, whatever." Always,
Jamie O'Hara.
always it
Talking about deluded
happens.
Spurs
But
fan.
the thing is...
Yeah, but leave him. It's alright.
Especially...
So, Big Stu scored the first goal for Granite 0. His son plays with Jamie O'Hara's son at Dartford.
Yeah,
What is it?
nice.
He said he went down to training. He was like, everyone was sort of crowding around him, and he was like, "Who the fuck's that prick?" And then sort of like kept a step back, and then he was like just watching, and then he like stood next to him, and he went, "Oh, I don't mean to be rude, but were you a pro or something?" I'm sorry, I don't really recognise. He wasn't trying to be rude. He was like, "Yeah, I'm just Jamie O'Hara, my son's playing over there." He was like, "Oh, Jamie O'Hara, cool," and he just kept it like normal.
Yeah.
He didn't want to like. I think
It would have been even better if you went, I've never heard of you, mate.
Yeah, that would have been better. But apparently, it's Martin Tyler is a Dartford fan. I think it's Martin Tyler.
Right.
It's Martin Tyler.
They're going to get relegated.
No, it might not be Martin Tyler.
Yeah, no.
If you were like a proper celeb, everyone knows you. Would you prefer people coming up to you going like, "Oh, love you in this, love you in that," and you thinking, "Yeah, I hear this all the time. Maybe this is bullshit," or would you prefer somebody who went, "Oh no, sorry, I don't."
I would be.
Like you met Taylor Swift and went, "Sorry, I don't listen to."
I would be
No
the
idea who
world's
you are.
biggest cunt to half the people I met, and the nicest person in the world to the other half, so no one knew who exactly I was. And then all the ones that said I was nice, I say, "No, it's my twin."
My identical twin. It's a weird one, isn't it? But being a celebrity is weird.
I think it must
Do
be
you-
annoying.
do you know-
You
do you
can't
know
switch
what-
off.
Do you know what I don't get?
Some of them never switch on.
Yeah. Do you know what I don't get? Taylor Swift. Talking about Taylor Swift. I don't get that. Why is she so fucking
I don't know why the hype.
famous?
Like, yeah, I know.
Like,
but
her song, her music is shit.
It was her. I believe it was her original music before she went all.
She was country,
pop.
wasn't she?
She was
Yeah,
a
country,
yeah. Yeah,
cock
but
singer. I
her-
was about to say. She probably was that as well.
Ask Ed.
She was a country singer, so and that's obviously really big over in America, and it's now getting big again through like the likes of Chris Stapleton and Luke Combs. You're probably going, "Who the fuck are you talking about?"
I love a bit of country.
No
Um,
idea.
Chris Stapleton does Tennessee whiskey. You're as smooth Tennessee whiskey. You need to grow up.
I don't listen to country.
And now obviously Beyonce's now brought out a country
that's
album.
ridiculous.
That's fucking.
I have to
So
turn my radio
she's
off.
jumping on the bandwagon. But
That's
there's
not-
also like people that you probably heard on the radio, like Zach Bryan, who does.
That's gone. We got the lighter.
Yeah, man, it's just on the table. It's he does something in the orange and things like that. It's played on Radio 1 quite regular, and you're like, me being me, because I quite like country music. I'm like, fucking, that's got a bit of country that. And it's funny because the girls indoors are like, "Oh, fuck, Dad, you always play country, so I hate country music."
How do you hate it?
And
How many
I
to
went,
hate?
you can't hate
I
it.
don't
She was
know,
like, why? I went, some
It
of the
is
best
a lot of the same themes though. It's
Yeah.
always about driving, drinking
Yeah.
in a truck.
Yes.
Yeah, but there's
it.
also a lot of country songs. That
And now with all
you
this
don't
AI
realise
coming out,
country
it's
songs.
not long. There'll be a country song about the truck leaving them.
I won't. Someone that Dan's old work, my old work, Dan's work. He's going over to Texas. I don't know if you know who I'm talking about.
Danny Bay.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I wasn't going to name
Name
him
drop.
because I don't know if you're allowed to. But
You can name me whoever the fuck you
But
want.
he was-
You're the only ones that listen to it.
he
Apart from Dan. Apart from Dan. Chris, you're the only one that listens to it.
he was saying he basically I'm going out to Texas and I'm doing a whatever it is country not country lassoing a thing
He's going cowboying.
cowboying.
Yeah.
But it's the cowboy competitions final competition
Big
big
thing.
big big big. and he was saying he's looking at he's got to go in full attire. That's the only way you can get in.
Yes.
So boots, hat, all that stuff.
I love all that.
You're not allowed to
That's
take your main
expensive.
weapon, only your sidearm in.
Fucking hell.
And he's like, got to leave the AR-15 at the door, but I can take my revolver in. No dramas. You can take that
Are
in.
you taking your six shooter? Yeah, you know what I'm saying. Fucking that'd be really.
The old Webley.
Yeah. That's a mad play. I'd love to go
I'd love it.
Texas.
I'd love to just do
That'd
that.
be great.
Let's be honest, they've got it
Shooting,
right, haven't they?
hunting.
They go out,
They're
throw
borders,
some
aren't they?
lassos, ride a
But the
horse,
right thing
drink some
is, though,
whiskey, and then shoot a Mexican.
I talked about. I talked
They're
about it
letting them all
today.
in, aren't they?
I talked about it today on the podcast.
Oh, no
Oh,
one wants to
dear.
see that. No one
Nobody
wants
wants to
at
see
all.
that.
Which one's that one?
I
you've
should
got
have
there?
shot
Is that
that
one of
match,
them
shouldn't
ones?
No,
Which-
so
what, this?
have you
That-
guys seen
that's
that
the faith.
thing?
Right.
Fuck,
There's
that
another
is
one
a
in
lot
there
of
if you
dribble
want
on
it.
the dick.
Do you want one?
Yeah, please
Do you
do.
want to have a go on that? The fucking kid that was getting stabbed on the tube. Have you seen it?
You have to round
Yeah,
it down,
yeah,
mate.
yeah.
I think it's like a daily occurrence now.
No, but it was on.
It's on Sky now, so it's official. It's official.
He had a
Official news.
10-inch fucking blade, and he was stabbing the guy. And obviously, I mentioned that. Obviously, the first thing you got to do, you got to get your phone out when you got to record it, because that's the rules. Pardon me.
But again,
But that wouldn't happen in America because
No,
someone
because
would
it's
just
shooter.
shoot him.
Yeah.
and the worst thing is again,
Which is why I sort of
don't
agree.
know, but
I would love to have a gun.
said it on Twitter, and it's gathering a lot of. So it probably is. It will come out in the news later. 'Cause that's how it works. He was sentenced in October to 6 months for being found with a knife on a train. So obviously, he's not done the 6 months. He's done 3 straight away. Back into
The thing is, London's fucked because of Sadiq Khan and his fucking.
Well, crime's
Oh.
gone down according to him, though.
Well,
London's
he
like
loves a
place.
bit of taxing, driving, and all the
Taxes
fucking.
the drivers, but fucking knife crime's fine.
Yeah.
It's alright.
But you're not allowed to address the issue or talk about knife crime because of the demographic who it affects. That's why it's like, shut up. That's just part and parcel of being in the city, mate.
We can't talk about this because we're 4 white guys.
But
Let's be honest, when I shaved my head, I'd fit right in at the Tommy Robinson rally.
what I would say though, with the whole, you can't talk about it and all that.
Oh, that went down the wrong hole.
Said that before.
Get
didn't we?
out.
What?
The whole Sadiq Khan thing. What's the
Oh,
betting
that
when
hurts.
he's up for re-election? He gets voted back
Oh,
in.
he will be, yeah, because
He's
they.
a
I
fucking.
don't
know
know, if
why.
you listen to a lot of Londoners, they fucking hate him.
The problem
Yeah,
is though.
Are they proper cockneys or are they? Who are you talking to? That
Everyone-
sounded really bad, didn't it? Are they proper cockneys or who are you talking to?
Well, the problem is you've got Sadiq Khan, and then you've got about 10 other people that just want Sadiq Khan out. So the votes are just spread amongst them, and because they've got the first past the post system, they go, well, 30%, and therefore the winner is Sadiq Khan. So it's crap, really.
Yeah.
And everyone wants to be in power, so
It's
no
a-
one bows
the annoying
out to
thing
their
is-
mate.
I hate him, obviously, as probably the majority do in this podcast, but we don't live in London, so it's not really. It affects you
I
because you
work
work
in
there.
London as
You work
well.
there, do you?
Yeah.
Oh, that's
Once a
true.
week.
We should have our election like the French do. They have like prelim votes, don't they? So they have like 4 votes
Prelims.
before they
I mean,
vote.
let-
let's
Yeah,
face
they
it.
went
they're-
down.
I mean, I
What
know
they
there are
should
a bunch of like
They're
Yorkshire communists,
incredibly-
but
Fuck this noise. What they should do is do like prelims like the UFC and go, right, you guys got to fight. Whoever wins.
Yes.
I'll be
Fight
100%
to
up
the
for that.
death.
Hunger Games, but with
I think Boris
politicians.
might do alright in that.
That'll make it well interesting, wouldn't it?
They had it right in the Hunger Games.
I'll put some of them backbenchers would smash them up.
Oh yeah.
I'd
Like who?
like to see. I'd like to
Fucking
see.
hell, you used to have BNP winning. That'd be fucking
Yeah.
like, whoa, you thought Brexit was bad. Stand
Nigel
the fuck
Farage with a fucking
Nigel
leg
Farage.
drop.
bottling someone.
Nigel Farage. Now,
Fucking
there's
Theresa
a guy
May
that
gets
came
fucking
across
stabbed.
very well on that fucking jungle.
His communication skills are impeccable compared to all the other politicians. He takes something, he sticks to it. He just
George Galloway, he's kind of like the polar opposite, but he is again. He's very, very smart. You might not believe in his politics 100%, but like
I definitely do.
when he's got a point,
He's done the right
he
thing by
can
going.
sew
Where did, he,
people
where
up.
did he go? Like Rochdale or something?
Yeah.
He went. I'm going to go
Rochdale,
there
yeah.
and I'm going to become MP there.
Yeah, because his whole thing
This
was
is
Palestine.
a victory for Palestine. Well,
Rochdale.
Rochdale, mate.
think you might have your geography wrong.
I know. Like you pretended to be a cat or whatever it was, but
That was funny.
you know your geography. Come on, mate. Palestine,
He's a fucking
Rochdale.
idiot.
You fucking idiot.
Name one likeable politician, though.
None of them.
No.
Nigel Farage.
Chris loves Nigel Farage, by the way.
The
No,
thing
what's
is,
not
I don't think
likeable
he's
about Nigel Farage?
I don't think he's
He survived the
unlikable.
Try and get him on here.
Hey, nice.
Oh yeah,
Oh, I've got an in with that. Trevor Colt is good mates with him.
is it?
Let's do it.
I don't think he'll come on the podcast though.
I think he will.
I think
I'm
he's one
not
of them.
sure
But
he's going to come in
I
with shit.
couldn't do that podcast.
He only lives
I'm
in Thanet,
mince-
doesn't he?
I'm
He's only up the
mincing
road.
it, so politics is fucking wasted on me. So I'll have to
We'll
go.
come on.
This is a special podcast
You're-
with host Chris Dunn.
You would be more likely to get on his. He does like a pint talk for Talk TV, where he just for an hour. He basically does a podcast, but it's on telly.
I should be on telly.
You'd be more likely to get him on
I've
that
always
than
wanted a
get him
late
down in the
night
shed.
talk show.
To be honest, I'd love to have a
Imagine
pint
me
of
having like,
Farage.
honestly, I could
Yeah.
cunt off a sled
Like,
for an
just-
hour.
chew his ear off and actually put him under some
Talking of chewing
questions.
ears off, the
Mike Tyson?
Russians interrogation techniques. Did we see? Did we see that?
Oh yes,
Did we see that?
Do you know the
big
funny?
fan.
And fed it to him.
Big
So-
fan of it.
If it's stupid and it works, it's not stupid.
Think
Let him
That's
go.
the one thing that they've got right, and also those guys are going to end up in that prison in Siberia
What,
where
the
they have
gulag?
to. Well, there's one, and I saw
What, the black
it.
dolphin?
Yeah, where you got to stand up.
Yeah.
And
You're not allowed to look at the guards when
No.
you move around, your head's
I mean,
down.
Yeah, and the
Jim
lights
Hopper
are on
survived
when
it.
you've got to sleep. Fucking right.
I mean, they must be mints.
What
Like the Islamists that did
What a
that attack.
stupid country to go and attack.
What? Yeah,
them.
exactly. Why?
But
I'm sorry, that has got the fucking NATO or CIA written all over it.
But
Have a little go on them. Why?
What was that Taliban? Where he was
Have a little
helping us
go.
out
Just
against...
test them out. We need to
Yeah,
just
let's see
have
what
a
they've
go.
got. Let's be honest, ain't me
Come on.
shining in Ukraine. They must be keeping something back.
Right,
Have
right,
a-
come on. Have a go.
But the fact was they blame Ukraine, but there's not really any.
Their hands are pretty tired at the minute.
And also, they don't really like Muslim people in Ukraine. Whereas
No, the Eastern
you
Bloc have
have-
always been really accepting
you
of
have,
outsiders.
yeah, but you have Dagestan and Chechnya full of like people who
Well, yeah,
are
you've got fucking matey boy, ain't you,
incredibly-
the UFC fighter.
Who's the guy who runs?
Habib Nurmagomedov.
Who's the guy who runs
You like that, didn't you?
Chechnya?
I
He's
liked
like owns that side of their sort of military and they're fucking nuts.
But that's why it's a perfect people to recruit and go. Weren't us,
Yeah.
Russia's
but
that
someone put money in their pocket and someone gave them access in there because they didn't even have an escape plan. And most
big.
Islamists,
They went,
their escape plan
can
is
we get
death.
out?
Don't
Can
worry
you get
about
out?
that.
We'll talk.
We'll
just-
pick. We'll
Your
pick,
way out is
Come on.
through the virgins, big lad. Don't you worry about
We'll
that.
pick you up. I think
He's phoning them up. They've attached a battery to my nuts. Mate, that's your fault. You got caught.
there was one of them.
Who are you calling right now? Because I don't exist.
There's one. I don't know if you saw. He's in their glass.
Is it the
The
one in
dock
wheelchair?
in the court. Could have been. But he looked like
He
if you said,
fucks.
"Would you like to die?" He'd be like, "Yes, please."
Kill
Like,
me!
he was.
Kill me!
He
Dying
did,
is better than this.
someone put a picture up of him 24 hours before, and then now.
Was he handsome?
Oh, he looked bad. Oh,
Was he handsome before though? or
No,
was
he wasn't handsome
Nah.
before. He's still rats, but he's just more rats.
You just said you wouldn't fuck him.
No,
Not even on Thursday.
definitely not. But he went from a 5 to 2. Easy.
Was it? So that's a tall 8 then.
Yeah. Yeah, I think they're trying to do it to provoke a reaction from Russia and go, that's it. We know it was this person who paid them off and they operate here. Have a fucking crew.
mad,
Have a
isn't it?
hypersonic.
It's crazy, isn't it, when you get lost in those conspiracies? Because obviously.
I don't think it's a conspiracy though.
No,
That,
no, I'm just saying in general because obviously that bridge collapsed the other fucking day because a fucking boat drove into it, which was also. Have you seen the Simpsons episode, by the way?
Yeah, that was on there.
With Scorpio, he's going, I'm going to blow up that bridge. I'm going to blow it up. That was like in 1996.
yeah. It's a good episode actually. I
Very
liked
good.
it
With
quite a lot.
Scorpio
Yeah.
kills James Bond.
It just
Or
flame.
Homer kills James Bond. Rugby tackles him.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah, it goes, nice one, Homer. That was,
But also planned.
I don't think it's planned. Like,
I watched it.
For what? What's...
Yeah, but
Why?
we don't
I
know.
mean, it is the mother of all fuck ups.
That's what I'm saying.
It's
A
definitely
lot of
Like-
things had to align for that to happen.
Yeah, a gigantic cargo ship all of a sudden just loses power. And
He had to turn round.
and goes directly into
everyone
a
else-
fucking bridge.
It
The
may
thing
just be
is-
me, but I watched it collapse and I was like, well, that collapsed very easily.
Yeah, but he took out the main bloody support.
to be fair,
And so did the two explosions at the top of it.
No.
I'll be honest. I think
Oh,
No.
you watch it in slow motion as a little...
There's no explosion.
that's
I'm gonna find
science and mechanics.
That's science, is it?
Yeah.
That's what happened. A boat hit, science happened,
Right,
and it
no, no, no.
collapsed.
Science
Why
happened
the
and
whole,
it- and
the
it
rest
fell
of
apart.
it?
The only
collapsed.
thing that is a bit sus is you haven't heard
The
from
only
the
bit.
crew.
The only bit.
The only news from the crew is, one of them was injured and needs stitches. Okay, who's the captain?
Dead.
No, I'm your captain now.
Yeah. Well, apparently they're an
Was it
all
some
Indian
Somalia
crew.
walks up?
Yeah.
We only wanted the captain to
If
save.
the guy who's the captain turns out to be Somalian, this is just fucking
That
brilliant.
my ass.
Somebody just fart.
Yes, I did.
Love
I'm even
that.
sorry.
The only I suppose the only thing about it is, if it's a big tanker, right, that is on its destination. You're not moving it for a while, so you'd be lined up to go under that bridge a long time before. So even if the power did cut out, you just
Through.
you just glide through there at a slow rate.
Yeah,
Um,
that is sus. That whole thing's sus.
So yeah, that is a bit weird. But then you do see that all the power go out, and I bet that
Right.
wasn't
They're
LY.
blaming China for that, aren't they? They say
You
it's a
see all
cyber
the
attack.
power go out. You mean
Cyber
the
attack?
lights went
That's what, no,
off.
that's what they're saying. It's a
Yeah.
cyber attack that cut the power to the thing, and it did that.
Why the fuck would the lights be connected to the internet?
Yeah,
China.
China.
That's why.
But is
China.
this China?
and also,
China.
what if it just sailed through and nothing happened? Then, damn. Right, that's it.
Next
Let's
one.
pick
Go with
another
plan
boat
B.
and turn the lights off again.
Where's
Well-
the truck?
Then they go, oh, what else can we blow up?
The thing is, though, there's not many. They put the figures out and said there's something like, I don't know, a couple of 100,000 or 1 million that go for it every year. But when you think about it, that's not a lot. I mean, think how many go over Dartford Tunnel Dartford Bridge every day.
I'll tag it. I'll go for that.
Well, yeah, it'd create a problem,
I'll go for it.
definitely. But that bridge ain't going to get built anytime soon because there's no money to do any of this sort of stuff anymore. Right?
No, Biden will find it somewhere.
I mean,
No, he's giving it all to
he-
Ukraine.
Yeah, I was going to say he's giving money away.
He's forgotten.
He's forgotten. Ice cream.
He's giving
He's
it all
like,
to his
I
son
don't know
for
what's
crap.
happening. I'm going to sniff this kid. Is what he's doing.
Allegedly.
No,
No, allegedly.
they don't allegedly.
No, I've seen the videos of him
This is
sniffing.
when CIA bust through the door.
What do you think with Trump? Do you think that's all
It'll be.
planned lawfare? Lawfare is what they call it now. Where they're just like try and get him on
100%.
anything.
100%.
They'll just keep throwing charges at him now.
That
Yeah.
you know that thing where they've said you owe us 100 and something million,
Yeah, it's just bullshit.
and apparently that's because he said he basically overinflated his
Which is an
worth.
absolute standard thing.
Yeah, and it doesn't break the law.
No.
Like, I think I'm worth this. Can't, and then the insurance company goes, "Come on, mate, it's not worth
You
that."
know, they've
Well,
been
that's
fucking
for them.
quiet on him for like 2.5 years. As soon as the campaign season started ramping up for him, right, just chuck
It's-
charges at him.
The thing is, what I don't like about it is you're that threatened by this guy, like
Yeah.
that you're going to do that, and it's clear they're doing it, and whether you like him or not, you've got
The
to
mad
be
thing is,
angry with that.
he was really good.
He was.
Well, nothing really happened. Like, that's
was
No,
no
you
wars.
didn't kick off
No
any
wars.
wars.
He was the only president not to
As,
go to war.
as a,
Peace in the Middle East.
Peace in the Middle East.
anyone,
If that
fucking
was
hell,
if that was any other president, they would have got a Nobel Prize. for that.
Obama got a fucking
Yeah.
Nobel Peace Prize. I think he bombed the most people,
yeah.
deported the most people
Yeah.
ever.
Did he balance their economy and then created more jobs for fucking?
Because he
whoever?
run the country like a business.
Which is what.
Yeah.
And he was like, so what do you do then? Oh, I get out.
I'm gonna build a wall.
Where's Mattis? Get him in here.
I'm gonna build a wall.
Big lad. You want to be?
Mad Dog.
You want to be in charge of this, do you?
Mad Dog Mattis.
He had a meeting with president of China,
China.
and then he said, I think that's when he did that attack in Syria and blew up the commander. And the whatever his name is was like, what? And he was like, yeah, we're just gonna do the attack now. And he can believe it. It was like, yeah, no mucking around.
The best.
He met Kim Jong Un.
Yeah, the best interview I saw was when he was talking about how he had the strategy for getting rid of the Taliban or whatever it was.
Yeah.
Phone them up.
And he's,
I know where you are.
He sat
You're
down and
exactly
went,
here. I'm going to delete you.
No, he had the.
Provided you
he
show
had a meeting,
pictures of
he
my
had
house.
a meeting with him, and he was like, I know where you guys live, and if
Here's
you don't
pictures
believe
of your
me,
house.
Here's your house.
Yeah.
If you carry on, you're dead.
If one more American soldier dies, I'm deleting your house.
And then fucking Joe was like, Sleepy Joe was like, do you want all this kit and equipment?
Do you think he'll even
Sleepy
run?
Joe, the pedo.
He is running.
He is running.
He's definitely going to run.
Well, Kamala Harris is running, but Joe's a fuck man for it.
How do you end up
He's got an
more
earpiece.
unlikable than Joe Biden? Like that Kamala Harris is fucking. You just look at her face and go.
And the thing is, when Trump was in power, every single day, and the media over here was like, let's find a negative story about
It's
him.
always negative.
And it was always crap. You don't see stories about Joe or Kamala Harris. And it's not because there isn't stories there, it's because it's embarrassing if we talk about them.
It doesn't fit the BBC's agenda.
I mean,
Well-
he fell up the stairs
Multiple times.
a lot. Do you see him when he went to...
He got lost coming off the stage, didn't he?
Nah, do you see when he went to do the pass out for the American
He just walked
officers?
off.
Not the West Point one.
No, the Air Force. I think it was the American Air Force, wasn't it? And he literally just stacked it on fucking faceplant.
There's another one where he was supposed to do a speech and he sort of went to the mic and then went, oh, is everyone alright? And then he just walked off. And then someone had to basically sort of go,
Usher him back.
thanks for that. There's another clip. You know when they go past the US Marines, when they go on Marine One or they go in the White House, they always salute them when they come in. And he just walked past and went, salute the Marines. So people are saying he's got someone in his ear going, right, now do that, right, left foot, right foot. Right now,
Have you
salute.
seen the
and
piss
salute
tape
the Marines.
version of that?
No.
Oh mate, it's hilarious. I'll have to. I'll attach it to this if I do this.
Link in the comments.
But he's talking and it's a fake one and it's like, come on Joe, you need to go left here. Left, Joe. Joe, you need to go. Joe, we've lost him. We don't know where he's going. Just don't fall over.
There was a clip as well. If he's
And
got some AIDS.
He's got AIDS. He's gone back to the AIDS.
Fucking patient zero.
Yeah,
he's
you
got
heard it here first.
He's got all the AIDS. Joe Biden has got AIDS. You heard it here first. Quote
the
from
AIDS, the
Chris
bad
Dunn.
AIDS.
He's
Chris
a-
Dunn 20.
Oh dear. His
The
aides
locals are
that
friendly.
monitor what he does and says or whatever. As he's going into a room, a journalist went, "Oh, Joe, what about this current event that's happening in the world that you should be aware of?"
Okay.
And he was just talking, not making any sense. And his aides were going like they're looking at each other, going, "Fucking get him off that fucking
It's
mic,
fucking
Rhea."
like Ron Burgundy, isn't it? You know Ron Burgundy's going to raid everything on the
Go fuck yourself, San Diego.
I'm Ron Burgundy. Damn it, who put the question mark at the end? They don't make movies like that anymore.
No, I don't.
Well, they tried to, and it just wasn't
Name
as
a
good.
new comedy.
Mid 2000s was like peak.
Yeah.
Knocked up
A new
all of
comedy
them
that
ones.
That's
laughed
any
at.
good.
That I laughed at that was good was old guys. Bill Burr.
Bill Burr's.
Bill Burr's brilliant. And there's a clip in it where he's doing a road trip and he's got him and I can't remember the black actor that's in the back, but they're listening to
What you saying? They all look the same, or?
no, they're listening to
Just an actor.
NWA and they're rapping and there's a bit obviously where they say the N word and he goes, "You gonna say it?" He's like, "Nah, I never say it." He's like, "Well, you must say it. Do you say it? Do you say the N word?" And he's like, "Oh no, I never say it." He's like, "Oh, it's just four guys. We're just talking. Do you say it when you're singing the song?" He's like, "Oh, no, say it." And then they carry on playing it, and he obviously says it. And he's like, "See, I got you. I knew you said it. I knew you were racist," like that. It's obviously a joke. But then later on in the film, that's all recorded on like a camera, and he's like, gets called into HR, and he's like, "I'm not racist. I was just singing a song. I'm part of the guys."
Have you ever seen the
Yeah, fun one.
Samuel Jackson being interviewed about Django, and this white interviewer goes like, "Are you offended by the
Old dads, it's called, by the
this
way.
massive use of the N word, and he's like, say it, and the bloke's like, oh, I can't say it. And he's like, just fucking say it.
You want to say it, say it.
And like,
That's
he's
what
proper
I know.
grilling.
I know the thing you're talking about. He goes, "I'll say it with you," and he's
Yeah.
like, "No, we can't say it. Can't do that." And he was like,
Have you ever
Such
seen
a good
Saturday
film.
Night Live? I think that American show, and you got Joss and the other one, and they write each other's jokes in this segment, and you've got, but it's all racist. And it's like Rosa Parks Day, and he's like the day we just decided to let her have her seat.
Oh, I laughed. I'm cancelled. I laughed. There's another thing. I saw. Have you guys heard of Theo Vaughan?
Yeah,
Yes.
he's fucking hilarious.
He's so funny because he doesn't care. He just doesn't care.
Have you seen?
But he's just him. It's not like he doesn't care about anything. He's just him. There's a bit where he's on a podcast with another bloke, and he's like, "Oh, just got off a podcast." He's a black guy. And he's like, "I just got off a podcast," and this guy kept saying the N word, and I didn't like it, and blah. And then Theo Vaughan goes, "Man, if you just want to say it, just write it down. Get it out there. Just write it down. I do it sometimes just to get it off my chest." And the bloke's like, "What?" And he's like, yeah, it is what it is.
Brilliant.
Sometimes you want to kick a fat kid at Walmart. You're like, what?
Have you seen the one with him interviewing the guy with Down syndrome?
Yes.
And he's like, yeah, what should we go out with some chicks and we go to a restaurant. Yeah, what should we order? He's like, we'll get some wine. And he's like, yeah, we'll get some whiskey. And if I have too much of that, I'll end up with Down syndrome.
Brilliant.
But he says it so, like, he just says it.
It's what it is.
He just doesn't care.
Doesn't
He's brilliant.
give a fuck.
I love Theo Vaughan. I'm going for a wee. I'm going in.
I was going to say.
I'm going in the field. Because that's what I've got at the back of my house. And that's where my other chair was that you used to sit in. The blue one.
"Oh yeah, was that just to make room for?"
So I brought
just-
that in.
you
I
just-
brought the garden furniture in for you guys.
When you just fly tipped your chair.
Yeah. And I put it in and Kate went, "I thought you meant the wooden bench." And I was like, "Not that hard."
Oh, rattan.
I mean, the pillows are all fucking wet and soft.
Oh, yeah.
I didn't want to kill that. So I got a random
Sounds like my soul.
I got a random blanket out of my car and I put some Tour t-shirts on. I think Chris Dunn is not Tour t-shirts. I think Chris Dunn is actually on the El Alamein t-shirt.
Oh, probably.
Yeah, he is. 'Cause it's slightly lighter than the rest
You
of
should be
them.
on it, no?
And,
What's that?
Well,
And
you're
Dan
not on it
Chipper's
No, I'm
on.
not.
Dan, you've got
No, you're look.
Murphy's Law, Dan.
Yes.
That's what the one.
I can't say
Yeah.
it.
So the one you're on is the El Alamein one.
Well, my name's on it.
No. When's your name been El Alamein?
What are you talking? I don't understand what you're talking
When the
about.
fuck has your name been El Alamein?
There.
Yeah, no, I've seen that. Yeah, I don't know where mine is.
What are you
No,
talking about then?
No, I think he said because he said Chris is on it. I was like, where?
Get your sat on it.
Oh right. I thought you meant my name's on it somewhere. Fucking hell.
You're a walking brain tumour. Fuck my life.
Hopefully this isn't switched on.
Right, Al over there. Yeah, you got Murphy's Law, I think, Dan.
Oh, what? My name's Murphy's Law.
Yeah,
Fucking
something like
retard.
that.
No, but Murphy's Law one, our name's on the back of it.
Is it?
Yeah, look.
What
Not
are you?
that one.
What are you talking about? There's names on the back.
Right, look
of
on
it.
the back of it.
I bet there's not a name on the back of it.
I can guarantee there's no name on the back of it.
Hold on, maybe not. Maybe it just says Phil Gunners.
Yeah.
I'm
No, it's got 10 of Murphy's Laws written on the back of it. Hence the name Murphy's Laws.
Traces work both ways.
Move on. We're talking about something else.
Friendly fire isn't.
Oh. Stepping on an ID breaks your legs. Oh, apparently. It's cold now. I open that door.
It's nice.
Yeah, just letting haze out. What else can we talk
No
about?
Luke.
No, I mean,
Didn't even pop up.
No, it didn't even. I think
Not a problem.
he's coming back from. He
goes
went
everywhere.
on a stag do with.
He hasn't got that many friends to go on stag do's. I'm not having it.
Well, I don't know if he wanted to go, but he
No,
went
I'm
with
joking. That's really harsh. Luke, if you're listening, you're probably not. I apologise for that.
these two Garys that we used to go to school with. that he's still.
Gary and Simon.
And he's
Is
been
that Gary's masturbation station? That Gary.
That Gary. Yeah. That Gary. That Gary.
Man, I say some of them pub quizzes were fucking brilliant.
We had some great pub quizzes. I miss a pub quiz.
Yes.
Great names for the pub quizzes as
Well done, Daniel.
But the Gary's masturbation station came about because he took a picture of police outside his flat, and in the reflection of the window was his side table with cream, tissues, and then scrunched up tissues next to it.
Oh, he definitely went.
So he literally went, "Oh, look at the police outside." It was like, "Hold on, what is the reflection saying?" And it was like, "What's that? Your masturbation station?" Gary has left the group.
Was that on a radio group?
Might have been, because when he first
wasn't he?
started it, he played, and then I think he went.
He played like 2 games.
These guys are actually playing football. I thought it was a joke. Like, I
We
better
also
go.
got Simon from Wish or something.
Fucking
Gary Goals.
Gary Goals, right? I've spoken to him on TikTok.
Who the fuck is Gary Goals?
He's a Northern Irish guy that put the advert in. If you want goals, I score them all.
Fucking
Yeah.
hell,
Right.
great-
He's a Walter Mitty.
Is it?
Well, Thingy knows him, doesn't he? I don't know
Yeah,
if we can
he's
name
a
drop,
Walter
but-
Mitty, and I called him out on it, and then he was like, "You need to talk to fucking some cunt on TikTok about how he's not," and I was like, "You are though."
I don't know why people do it, because they get found out instantly.
I was like, I know someone who knows you. I know you are.
What's the purpose of pretending?
Don't know. I think just
Like, what-
just to
It's,
give them something to
right,
talk
so-
about. Maybe at one point they wanted to be in, they never did it.
Yeah.
So that's like avoiding them. So they go, "Yep, I was in."
But also, if you
And they think they know enough about the subject matter to bluff
You-
normal
you
people,
also get-
which they do.
99% of the time, you just go, right, no problem, what was your number?
that's
That's it.
That's the
It
And
easy
it's,
bit.
7, bollocks.
Yeah. I think they get a high
Two.
from it. I think because I've had it before when I've gone down the pub after we've been down doing the remembrance and things like that. You got your medals on and go down the pub and someone goes, "Oh, thank you for your service. I'll buy you a pint," and you're like, "Oh,
Cheers,
cheers."
mate.
I don't. You guys are probably the same. I don't feel like a hero because I haven't done anything that's heroic.
Take a pint though.
But I'll
for
take a
your
pint.
fucking
Yeah,
self.
cheers. Thanks. Dan's ultimate hero. He threw his fucking S jar at a fucking flight Louis. So no.
I did,
Oh, when you went, well,
The
I'm not
opening
accept- I'm
line
not
was, "Shipper continuously changes authority." No, I fucking don't.
Yeah. So they because what they do is they all pick. The funniest is when they pick our regiment and you're like, careful, mate, because you know you're gonna get shit for it. But usually they'll pick one of the big ones, Paras or Marines, and then they'll have like a chest full of medals.
The amount of people that was on the balcony siege at the Iranian
Yeah.
embassy, mate, that was one big balcony.
The problem is
I
people
had him
always
on.
want to associate themselves to the alliest
Yeah.
unit.
So it's either Special Forces, Paras, Marines.
Yeah, because they've got the
Raff
most
Ridge.
history and they've got things going on. And because they also know that in them circles, Raff Ridge get a lot of shit, they go into it. But then when you go... I mean, I remember being at Leconfield, which was where they just do driving, and someone mentioned one of our lads and went like, "Oh, he's Raff Ridge," and he went, "Fucking hate Raff Ridge." I went, "Sorry, what? Do you know anything about us then?" And he went, "Oh yeah, you're the ones that do sirs, gents, ladies, moms when you get to the airport." I went, "You're a fucking idiot, mate. You're talking about movers there." And he went, "Sorry, what is it you do?" I was like, "You're just thick. You just like you see banter and you've got no idea." Admittedly, they don't do an awful lot now. They've just done a 15 squad and just done a 6 or 7 month tour
Cyprus.
in Cyprus. That's good. Why did we never do them tours?
Probably got a medal out of it now as well.
Oh yeah.
You get a new
Oh,
medal
we didn't
now.
do anything. Ugh.
There's
What,
a new
for
medal,
not-
right? Genuinely, there's a new medal for
Renf.
they're going very American. So if you're
If you do
It's like a
you're on
participation
it,
medal.
yeah,
Literally, yeah.
basically, you're on tour, but you're in no danger.
You're
You get a medal.
helping.
Because
yeah?
everyone's got out now
medal.
that had actual
The
medals.
funniest thing though, because I'm gonna give
And
him,
they've
I'm gonna
probably
give him a
got-
shout out. Fucking old Liam Burrows. So Liam Burrows, who
wanted to get out first.
I talked him out of getting. I talked him out of leaving, and then he took my career path.
Oh, watch the cable.
So I will always resent him for that. Now he took my career path. So all the jobs that I wanted to do, I wanted to go TAC P, drop bombs and all that sort of stuff, air signaller, all that. Burrows did all that, and fair play to him. To be fair, he's fucking living the dream now. When we left, he had one medal, which was Afghanistan. Right? I spoke to him the other day. I went like, you must be like on the verge of getting like your long service good conduct medal. And he went, mate, I'll be getting my 8th. I was like, your 8th medal? He went, yeah, with this new one that's coming out. It's got a few chocolate ones in there.
Yeah, you've got 2 Jubilees.
He's got 2 Jubilees. Coronation, long service good conduct, this fucking gay one that's coming out now. But he also has a cumulative service, which means he's done over 1,000. Is it 1,000?
1,000 days.
1,000 days on tour. So he has done a bit, to be fair. But yeah, he went from 1, and I used to round him up. So me and Dan have got 2. Well, technically I'll put 3 on because I did 3 tours, so I'll put the extra one because I'm a cunt.
I bent mine. It goes on the Christmas tree.
Yeah, I've noticed. Here's a chocolate medal. I've got another one up there.
You get 2 for Afghan, but you can only wear 1.
Yeah.
Like that other one's it's a NATO medal. It's not worth anything. So
Yeah,
because it's got the NATO star on it, it's a star to me. It's bend it up, goes to the Christmas tree.
Yeah. And for me, because I did 3 tours, I was like, well, I've done 3. I'm going to put the extra one on, and it's allowed now. I think, Chris, you've got your NATO medal on as well, haven't you?
I have, yeah.
You've done.
I just don't.
If you've done 3, that was my logic. But
I'm pretty sure
there's
though.
people that did 4 tours of Afghan, 1 medal.
yeah, that's what I was talking about. Like
that's a bit
Burrows,
shit, innit?
like Burrows. That when we left, Burrows had 1 medal. So when he went to my boxing, he had 1 medal, and now he's got 8.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure. So both my granddads.
But I just think that's probably got more worth, that ISAF medal. It's just because it's like, oh, you can't wear it. 'Cause that's just a rule. If they change the rule, everyone will be wearing it.
Yeah.
So, like,
Well, yeah.
I'll fucking wear it, yeah?
Yeah. And plus 3.
What are you going to do? Not anymore. I'll do it alright.
Highest rank ever, Mister.
The thing is,
still got a
though,
spare, that's just in the drawer.
Back in the day, like, so both my granddads served, and I'm pretty sure they only had like 2-3 medals each, and I mean one of them fought in World War II, like, you know.
Well, the World War II medals, if you were in at the start of the campaign, then you got a, like, you didn't get back to Britain, but you got like like a defence medal.
I've got
you
my granddad's here,
Atlantic
hold on.
Star. When they went into Germany, they got another medal, and they got another medal at the end. So if you came in like 44,
Let me find Grandad.
probably only got a
Hold
couple. But if you were literally in the war, whether you were a blanket stacker or doing a bit.
So there's granddads,
Yeah.
right?
So the
Exclude
stars
that one.
are-
So the stars there the stars and those 2 on the end.
This would be great for the viewers. 'Cause
They're all World War II medals.
Yeah.
So he's got Africa, Italy, the World War II star, and then you've got
Less than 3
Battle
kids.
Battle of Britain medal, and I think the other one was like basically the end of the war medal.
Yeah.
And then he's got long service, and then he's got his BEM, which for fucking some reason Thompsons don't know what he got it for.
My sort of granddad, but not proper granddad, sort of step granddad. He's got a Palestine medal because he went to Israel in 1947 to sort of go, right, come on, move out the way. Got these people that want to live here now.
So where did he go?
Palestine.
Israel. Or
Well,
Palestine?
he's a Palestinian medal, but he was in, I don't know where, but he was in that area. Probably Israel now.
What, the area that's Israel? This could
Yes.
Oh.
I don't know where.
Or if I'm
Palestine
honest,
medal.
I don't know enough about it to talk about it.
No.
Go on, Joe.
No. Well,
Come from you.
well,
Yeah. Ziggy.
Your
King Joe.
your super king
King Joe.
king granddad great granddad. He popped up. I'd say he. I keep pointing at Dan. It popped up on my Facebook feed. I think I sent it to you.
Yeah,
didn't I?
you did, yeah.
And it was
I didn't
the
realise it
Holocaust
really-
survival list, and Ziggy Shipper came up,
One of the last men to get out of Auschwitz.
and I was like,
Honestly, seen a picture of him.
Shipper.
If you could caricature a Jew, that was him. I didn't realise he was alive that long. You'd think, he died in
He
2007.
got like a BEM as well, or something along those lines. He got a proper medal for it.
Star David, wasn't it?
Proper lad, top lad. I reckon he looked like you as well,
100%.
just with a couple of curls instead.
Yeah.
I mean, it's fair enough though. In like World War II, them getting all those medals for all that fucking everything.
There's only a
else.
few left as
Like-
well, isn't it?
I know blokes that have been in 13 years now, haven't actually done a proper tour, but been to Falklands, been to Italy when they were sort of looking after planes. But so all their medals are basically just like Diamond Jubilee, Platinum Jubilee, King's Coronation Medal. Now it's the I've been away from home a lot medal. And then the other one is I've been good, I haven't been caught medal. So it's like, got 5 medals, mate. And you're like, you haven't got sound in your boots.
Have you seen?
Oh,
Have you?
Chris went there.
Have you?
Have you seen that that new series on Apple about World War II?
Don't talk to Chris about it.
Master of the Air.
Yeah.
I haven't watched it yet.
Chris
Yeah,
won't be
I've
happy
seen
with
it,
it.
yeah.
What are you saying?
I
I
think
watched
it's
a
sound.
bit of it and I thought
Me and Chris are on the
visually.
Me and Chris spent a lot of voice notes about this.
I haven't watched
Visually,
it yet.
it looks brilliant.
No,
No, I don't think so.
You don't think so?
I'd,
No.
Also-
I'd
It's
rather
too
watch
CGI. Memphis
Memphis
Belle. Proper.
But a lot of it is based on all of it's based on
Yeah,
actual
it is,
people.
yeah.
The story's good. I'm not taking
Yeah.
any away from the story. I think the visuals is too CGI'd. I'm looking at it. I'm going. It doesn't.
Borderline a Pixar film.
I
Yeah.
think the last episode I watched was when the P-51 Mustangs
Plus, they
were
didn't know who
involved.
the RAF were when they had a fist fight.
Oh, it's just annoying.
What?
It's just things like
I
that.
really didn't know.
They were just like, oh, what do those guys know? And it was like, because we did night bombing at the time because we went, yeah, daytime bombing is suicide. We don't do
Yeah,
that.
the Americans did daytime bombing because they're idiots. The Air Force did nighttime bombing.
Yeah,
Work smart, not harder, gents.
but then our
Who would have
criticism
thought
was
we were more intelligent than Americans?
we just indiscriminately bombed things, sometimes the wrong town.
Whoops.
It's dark. I ain't got a
The first time we done that was completely planned.
Also, you're relying on one bloke at the first bloke in your
The navigator.
wing to go.
Never a woman.
Are we over the right city, mate? Fucking need to get back home. Yeah, no, we're definitely there. Are we definitely there? Yeah, definitely. We ain't got no tracker on it. Yeah, drop them,
Drop it.
do about, and then when they go, mate, you dropped to the wrong town. Oh, did I?
The first time we bombed
We're at war, man.
an actual
What are you gonna
city,
do about it?
we done that on purpose because the Germans were only bombing the airfields.
That's right.
And they were
yeah.
getting fucked up, so right, if we just bomb fucking Dusseldorf,
Yeah.
and then hopefully they just attack the city, leave the
Well,
airfields alone for a little bit.
Also,
That was
And
their
all
biggest,
we-
that was their biggest mistake.
and all-
we bombed,
and all we
bombed
killed-
Berlin, and then they went, right, we'll bomb London.
And all we killed was a dog.
poor dog, mate.
It's like, I read a story,
Purple
and it
poppy
was
to that one, mate.
the the Germans built like this fake like airstrip,
That's brilliant.
and they thought, nah, Brits, they'll fucking bomb this, won't they? We did a bombing run. On the way back, we dropped a wooden bomb on it. It's just going home. Fuck.
That's banter.
You
that is.
imagine
That is banter.
You want to talk? We're
They
talking about
dropped that,
shithousery earlier, and you're like,
We
Yeah,
know, we
it's-
know it's wooden, mate. Here's your fucking
here's your wooden bomb.
I'll tell you something
It'd
you
been
don't.
even better if it killed someone on the way down.
I'll tell you something you don't see in these war films though. Is
War
especially in,
crimes.
especially in the World War II stuff. It's about the Russians. Like
You do-
Enemy at
there-
the
The
gates.
gates, yeah.
Yeah, there are other films, but they're just
Stalingrad.
because
Stalingrad.
they
Stalingrad, that's
fucking just threw any fucking person.
I watched
out.
that movie. I don't. Obviously, that's pretty much.
You're on the same one still.
That's. That's
Oh, it's your vape, right?
There's only one left, by the way, and that's mine. But the bit that got me about, because I don't know too much about it, I watched it on obviously the movie Enemy at the Gates, is when they're going, right, here's your rifle, and
here's
there's the ammo.
Yeah.
You're like, what?
When he gets killed, just
When
pick
he
his
drops the
weapon up.
rifle, you pick it
You
up.
pick it up, mate. It's fine.
But that's what.
But
That's
then
how
the
they
Russians
fought.
have always had like a peasant army.
That's why
But
They've
to
just
be
relied
fair,
on numbers.
as they hit Berlin, did all right.
To be fair, like because they got to the edge of Berlin roughly the same time as the Americans did. The Americans worked out that's going to be a fucking bloodbath. Russians,
Yeah,
do you just-
and they
do you want
fucking
this?
did
Did you ever
go.
watch that Hunting Hitler?
Yeah, that was brilliant.
He's in Argentina.
Well,
Well, he's
know
dead
that.
now.
Gone full chav here. You know, one thing about that program was when you watch it on the History Channel, it's all right because obviously you got the adverts. But if you're watching it on like a catch-up thing, and they keep repeating themselves every.
Oh right, because
2
they know
seconds,
there's
'cause
been
it's
an
like-
ad break.
Yeah, it's been like an ad break, and then they repeat themselves. And you're like, I know that.
You just spoke.
Where
about
the
10
fuck
minutes
is
ago.
he with his fucking medication? His special medication because he's fucking off his tits.
So what's the...
How good were his speeches though?
Oh, he could throw a good speech up. But then if
Fuck!
I was off my tits on crystal meth, I'd be throwing out
Mate,
some
Man
decent
of the Year,
speeches as well.
1938, wasn't it?
Yeah, he did.
So what was the...
1936?
His
Man of the Year.
The level of propaganda. Whoever
Fuck me, he
who
could
was in
deliver a
charge of
speech.
the propaganda was
Goering, wasn't it?
Oh, was it? I saw something, and I don't know how true this is.
Goebbels.
Apparently, the person in
Man,
charge
Superman,
of
kill all the Jews.
German propaganda is
Sorry, what?
related to the guy who owns Netflix.
I love all that.
Love all that. What?
Yeah.
Yeah, but there's loads of links to the old
Oh, that's
Nazi-
annoying.
old Nazism, though, isn't it? You've got fucking old Hugo Boss made all the SS uniforms.
Oh, they were smart though. How
Mercedes
Jen,
Benz.
though. How smart were the Germans?
If you look at all the quintessential cars, like you're missing a time period here, mate.
Yeah.
What happened in the 40s? Why haven't you got any of the
Mate,
cars
see,
up there?
but have you seen
Jen, how smart did they look?
When you look at the Bayern
You look at
Munich
the SS, they got a
badges.
skull and crossbones on their fucking hats.
Oh dear.
Fuck, you are smart. I'd be like, you are smart, mate. I'm gonna scalp you though, like on
Did-
fucking Inglorious Bastards.
did
But
you-
you smart.
I don't know if you saw that joke when it says, you never ask a woman her age, never ask a man his salary, never ask VW what they were doing from 1933.
Yes. Definitely.
Do you want to pour it, or do you want me to pour it?
Oh, you
Because,
pour it.
because you got the special class.
Is this
Do you want a single? Do you want a double? Or do you want
Oh,
a
that'll do.
dad portion?
That'll do.
Have you seen
yeah.
that? Why,
Dad's measure.
That's what
yeah,
Sophia got me
fucking
for
love it.
Father's Day.
That is smart.
Wow, that's a pretty good present, really.
Where'd you
That-
get, where'd you
Can't-
get that?
And also,
So
you
I
can
got-
drink that, and there can't really be any complaints. Kate,
Well,
Yes.
she knows the Jen podcast. She knows the podcast, Jen.
it's just-
She'll be in bed. She's like, you're going to be a fucking mess. She's fine. I got that from...
Will you make it upstairs, or will you just sleep
No,
downstairs?
I'll make it upstairs and I'll annoy her. Is what. I'll be like, fucking lads are brilliant tonight. Fucking, shut up. They're fucking brilliant. Fucking love them. I got that from the stores. No, the Raff Red shop on Hornington.
The old
What, the-
regimental shop.
The
Yeah.
decanter or the...
The decanter. So I got that as a gift to my dad for basically pushing me through to get through basic training and whatnot. I got him a present. And then
I did
went-
your 21st birthday on basics. I didn't get a decanter off you.
I know. You got me a cake. It's my birthday. What are you...
Yeah, but no one else got you anything.
No, you did get me a cake. Cherry Bakewell.
I've got you a pack of cherry bakewells because we weren't allowed out.
Yeah, we weren't
And a
allowed
can of
out. It
Coke.
was after Fieldcraft 1.
I can't remember when it was, mate. And
Phil
I got
Graf
everyone
won.
to sign a card for you.
It snowed. It was cold. Yeah. Not a lot. It wasn't a lot of snow, but it snowed. It was horrible. Horrible. Because that was when
Yeah,
we
it
first
did
learned.
snow.
That's when we
That
first
was
learned.
when. Sorry, another Burrow story. And it was,
Cheers, mate.
right, we're going to practice your old
That's lovely. That.
fieldcraft skills, whatever it was, and your morning routine things we had to do. And it was, but you won't get any punishment for it. And he just chinned off cleaning his weapon. And then when they were like, show me your weapon, have you cleaned this? No. Why? You said nothing would happen, so I didn't bother.
Oh, dear.
No, but I got that as a gift for me old man. And then when Mum and Dad split up, and then Dad moved in with Darren, that was hidden away in a cupboard. And I was like, how fucking dare you?
Yeah.
I went, if you're not going to put that on display, I'll have it.
I was going to say
He
that
basically,
is-
he basically put your thing in a shit present cupboard.
Right.
That we've got at home, and then you just
Right,
resell
right,
it
no,
to someone
no,
else.
Basically, that's what that wasn't Dad's doing. That was Darren's doing, because obviously front and centre was the gift that the 2-2 gave Dad, which was the SAS decanter.
Oh, right.
That was out.
Fair
That was-
one.
That,
Fair,
I was like,
fair one.
I can't really
That
argue.
can probably be out.
I went, that can be out, but can I have that back?
Yeah, that is a fucking lovely decanter. that.
So I took it back,
And they're not overly expensive as well. I think.
But
well,
that,
I don't know what they
that
are
is
now, but-
solid.
And
They were
the
about 40
SAS
quid.
one
They
will
weren't much.
probably make its trip to Kent at some point, because I'm going to steal it.
Just replace it with that one. See how long it takes for you to notice.
Absolutely not. That's still pride and pleasure. I'm proud of it. Do you know what I mean? As you guys are. It's fucking best job I ever had, if I'm honest.
Best job I ever had.
Great film.
Fury.
Yeah.
Fury. Yeah, but it is. It is. It is and it isn't.
That Afghan, it was always fucking love this job. When
Yeah.
it's rained for 3 months solid.
It
Fucking
did.
love
And
this
then we had
job.
fish fingers. Do you remember the fish fingers?
Calamari. Who eats
Breakfast.
this much calamari?
Breakfast. It rained that much that the fucking ISO containers were like flooded, so they couldn't get in to get all the breakfast stuff out.
Oh yeah, right.
So we literally had calamari and fish fingers
Sounds great.
in the breakfast menu, and we were like, "Are you taking the piss?"
Oh, I'd love.
Do you know where I'm going? America side.
The American mess. They have so many stations, don't they? I mean, they even had an ice cream station.
Do they just
Can't believe
have
it.
playing in the background? America, fuck yeah.
Pretty much.
But like,
Our
if you go
ones-
to like the
our
British
ones-
one, it would be like, right, you can have one. That's it.
You have
go to the
one,
American
and one, and you can have a
you'd be
bottle of
like,
water.
What
A bottle
can
of
I have?
water.
What do you want? Well, can I just have like a steak then? Yeah, do you want one or two? What?
We have orange juice or red juice. That's our choices. You go to the American one.
They have
Fridges.
They have
cans.
a fridge of cans of Coke.
I got
Fanta,
chased
Sprite.
out of
We'd,
one of
we'd
those
go in,
houses.
fill
We
our
would
pockets,
fill them.
and the Americans would look at us like, "Look at these.
Look
Like,
at
what
these.
are you doing?"
Look at these fucking
Fuck off.
peasants.
I got fully chased out of the American like cookhouse bit for nicking 2 or 3 crates of like different drinks.
Oh, that was another mission though. Do you
No,
not
was that
remember?
Rip It? Is that Rip It when we had to go around the back of the mess and you had to nick it when we went
Yeah,
to
so-
north?
Yeah, that was the same
Oh,
one.
there
They
was
put,
Several missions.
they put a 24-hour guard on their ISO.
Yeah. So we
Because I
had.
kept snapping the lock off
So
and
you had
nicking
the
the
Rip It one.
MREs.
The Rip It one was Iraq.
Yeah,
Because I believe
yeah.
you guys started it
yeah.
because you did the video and that.
Yeah.
So we were like, well,
Rip it, yeah.
we're sponsored now, so we're just going to take it. In Afghan, we would send, I believe, Dan or Hack would go and steal cans of Dr. Pepper.
And it'd be like,
fucking
boss,
shit.
we'd get like, right, what does everyone want? And then the boss would be like, where you get this from? Look, if you don't ask any questions,
Well, I'll tell you
then
no answer.
you're not going to
Yeah.
get an answer.
But
you
it would
don't
have to
like.
be someone with some sort of vehicle, and then
All
and
we're
make
going to
it-
say
Quickly
is,
get it in,
you're
get
going to
it
see
out.
us run back in here and not come out for a little bit. There may be some American MPs kicking round. Just say we were always here.
So funny. It's really funny, isn't it? Because like, you're thinking they're doing a serious job, but like then in isolate you're like just children.
yeah.
It's like
I remember
let's
going.
just-
I remember
let's just
going
steal
out
them
on patrol,
drinks.
right?
Don't need to.
And
but-
I remember it, but because I removed my pistol and I put it in a different pouch just so I could put a can of Dr. Pepper in that pouch, and I was like, "That is ready for when I finish." Yeah.
Who was it that's...
And I obviously was doing a proper Tommo, right? And I went over the fucking fence and I fell over. I snapped a Valen.
I
And
remember
not
that.
only did I snap a Valen, I pierced a hole in the Dr. Pepper.
All I remember is you appearing at the other side of this wall holding 2 bits, and I remember just
2 bits
pissing
of a
myself
Valen.
laughing.
Metal detector, basically. And I remember getting back, but I didn't know the Dr. Pepper.
You should go back to an empty can.
And I was like, I finished it. I was like, I'm ready. I'm ready. And I
Looks
went,
perfect. Crack it.
and I
Nothing.
went, I was like, all the morale just left my body.
That was that patrol where it had pissed down for about 2 months. We got about 30 feet outside
Oh,
the
that
gate,
was it. That was just.
and it just come to a grinding halt because no one could walk more than 2 steps without falling over. That was the same patrol. Hack managed to get this fucking boulder into the boss's day sack,
That was a good.
and he tried to run down the front. He got about 20 feet and sort of like, what the fuck, and just pulled this fucking thing out.
The best one I had on that, because that was my idea to do that. Because
That's
I told
fucking
Hack
brilliant.
to do that because we did it to Crumpy in Iraq. We were
Stuck
on
a
it.
15-pound fucking
Yeah, we
dumbbell or something.
no, we
yeah.
stuck a 20-kilo
That's
weight
it.
in his sniper bag. Because obviously they got a counter rifle and they
Yeah.
stuck a bag. He was hanging, mate, on this patrol. It was me, Willow, and the sniper section. We were carrying the ECM for him, and he was hanging.
Is that it? Are we done? Are we dry?
Well, beer, I think so, mate. Want a whiskey?
I should have brought something. No, I'm good.
I haven't actually got any in the house. I've only got whiskey.
I had some and I was like, it sounds like size get them.
Yeah, he got a fair few. To be fair, we smashed through that. We're gonna have to make this more regular. That's good, though, isn't it?
Not bad.
It's to be fair, if I'm honest, that's more of a gamer's
Oh right.
Might.
Someone who's streaming right. Oh yeah.
Yeah,
So probably it's quite close.
cause that would obviously be attached. I went to Curry's to just get a bog standard, like the one that Dan's using,
Yeah.
karaoke mic.
I still think you should have hooked that up to the ceiling so it dropped down, and then you could be.
I probably
like,
could do that, but
It's a lot of work for something.
And I picked one up. I went, that's perfect. And he went, we ain't got any of those.
I'm holding one.
I went, I've got the box, and he was like, yeah, we ain't got it. And I went, have you got anything that's like reasonably priced that's not going to break my bank? Because all the others were like 200 quid, and I was like, unless I kept, because I like this one, but then if I get another one, it has to be able to fit the arm, otherwise it fucks my. And I've got OCD. And he found that one. I went, that will do. You can hold it. The arms fold in and all that. It's actually really. I tested it earlier. It's actually really good sound on it. So hopefully this has not been a waste of time.
It's just where we find out that red light means it hasn't actually been turned on. This
No,
year.
I did say that. No, because I was testing it with Jess earlier because she loves a bit of podcasting. I'm actually tempted to do a podcast with Jess, as in daddy-daughter podcast, because she loves all that sort of shit.
It'd be very different to this one.
Oh no, they'd probably be about the same amount of swearing.
She does make me laugh when she's at mine.
She's so funny, mate.
How old is Jess now?
12.
You fucking pedo. What's the matter with you?
Daniel.
I expect that from him.
He said she was 12.
I'd love that clip.
But you do.
So funny. How long have we got till the game?
6 weeks.
That's a lot now.
Not long. Not long.
I'm in peak physical.
Drinking condition. Are
Drinking.
you staying or are you going?
I've known. Well, I'm gonna have to stay, but I haven't sorted
You are
anything
staying.
yet.
We'll find you a place. Don't you worry
Yeah.
about that.
I was going to look at an Airbnb.
That's what I've done, to be fair.
You could probably. We'll find you a place. I've got so many plans.
Ours got cancelled. Me and Luke
I've got a
one,
new
it got
thing.
cancelled, and then we had to go in the Premier Inn.
Did I
Really?
tell
Yeah, they
you
basically
boys?
went, oh, sorry, we're not doing it anymore. Just
Did I tell you the boys
put it for immigrants.
the special prize that I've got for the player that has a complete shitter,
No.
whether it's our team or their team.
Oh,
So he was being thrown out.
Are they coming out as well?
Yeah, they're all
afterwards?
coming out.
Oh, cool. Right.
So it's he literally is a booby prize.
Is it
you
the
know-
booby mug?
You know the mugs?
Yes,
the
right,
tip mugs,
right.
right? So if you get if you're the shit player of the game, you get that, and that's what you're drinking your beer out of.
Yeah, that's
Get
what.
the crowd to vote on it.
Yeah,
It's
that's
even
all
got
right.
it's even got a little like a pierced nipple, so you can drink out of the nipple.
Yes.
Oh, we.
Brilliant.
Have they got a kit sorted out?
It's doing my head in a little bit because they want to use my guy, and I'm like, you do know it's a 6-week turnaround. You need to get me the sizes,
And they just haven't.
And he's like, I'm trying to. It's like herding cats. I went, I know what you're saying. I went, but if you don't get it by this time, it won't
It's
come
gone.
because it won't come in time. Our kit arrived quite quick, to be fair.
Looks
But-
decent.
It's fucking good, super sexy kit. I've got it in my car. I'm not going to go and get it. I've got one upstairs. I'm not going to go and get it. It is sexy.
It is good. It is good.
My ultimate idea is to get either maybe Jordan's team, Jordan's company, whether he can afford it or not, or Soldier on Coffee, if they would sponsor us properly, so I can get the kit, and then that is the kit. So if we have a friendly like we did the other week,
No.
we can wear that kit.
You say that the warm-up shirts that work.
It did
well
work.
for a kit. That
I
was
washed them.
nice and easy.
They smell nice. I washed them. It's not. That's not too bad either.
Yeah,
to be fair,
yeah.
the printers were good.
I want to pick them up.
Is it going to be like?
We did. I was tripped to Essex.
Yeah.
Is it going to be like the last?
I was
game?
expecting to be in like that place for a good like half hour sorting out like anything. It was like, oh yeah, it's there. There you go. Cheers.
No.
Had a coffee.
Yeah.
Is it going to be like the last game? Last game, I feel like they brought a load of like fucking ringers.
No, they fucked us over. So obviously Biffo is running the Hereford team, and Biffo played for us, and he's still part of our setup. And he was like, "It's not going to be like that."
Nah, good.
I don't even think they've got the same amount of subs as us at the minute. We've probably got more subs.
You just want it to be competitive, don't
and
you?
it will be.
You want
and I've said
like
to Dan, I've said to Chris as well. The players that they've got on their day were fucking brilliant football players, but they're also our age and don't play anymore.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah.
Which, let's be honest, that's 90% of our problem. Where we know what we want to do,
I know for a fact,
and our legs just go.
They've got Dan Hill, not Dan Hill. He was a corporal on fucking A Flight. It's Hill. His surname is Hill. Can't remember his fucking first name. I'll just call him Hilly. Fucking blinding centre half. Class.
When we played the last game, though, you had those two guys on either wing.
They came
and
off.
Nobody could get near them.
So we noticed this. I think Dan mentioned it.
As soon as they come off, we were all over.
We
it.
were all
Yeah,
over it.
100%. As soon as they come back on, fucked.
Yeah, spot on.
Because
Yeah,
they
that's when you had
were
your
just
chances.
rapid.
They have a
Because we had
very,
nothing
they'll
on that
have
wing
a very
before.
very good centre forward in Lee Fernio. He is probably the best football player I have ever seen play. He's one of those that would probably wear pink boots.
You just got to crunch him.
Yeah.
Yeah, but you can't. That was the problem back then. You probably could these days. You couldn't. He was that fast and that good and that skillful. He should have been playing higher than he was. Genuinely, I'm not just saying that. Throw smoke up his ass. He was class. Pete Williamson, who I wanted him. He's was he Army Air Corps? Or he was in the army.
I started a room when I was at Leconfield that they were getting amalgamated into the Air Force. And it went that high, they had to have like some special meeting.
That's
Have you heard this? Have you heard this?
That's class.
Oh.
No, but Pete Williamson's he was a very, very, very good centre midfield player. So they've got 2 or 3 very good players. They've got a few that were probably bog standard. But Willow fucking cracks me up. He's the right. So Willow is the reason why our Willow is called Willow, by the way. So Liam Williamson didn't have a nickname until I called him Willow. I only knew him as Willow because of Pete Williamson. But anyway, so we were in Iraq, and I was in the Tinterweb room, and he appeared, and he went, "Tommo," and I was like, looking around. There was no Reg lads. I was like,
What the fuck was that?
"Who the fuck was that?" And he was like, "Tommo, why are you wearing Peggy shorts?" Which was the team I played for, which were those horrible red shorts with like white trim around the top. He was like, "Why are you wearing Peggy shorts? You're not even playing for Peggy." And I was like, "Who the fuck is saying this? This is fucking weird." And he went, and I saw her, and I was like, "Oh, right, Will, I didn't fucking know you were here. Fucking hell, it's mad. It's mad who you see on fucking tour, innit?" I saw another lad, Ferg. He was a para. I don't know if it was 1 or 2. But he did a Chris Dunn and came off a Chinook on ops and rolled his ankle. And then he ended up in Kandahar in the mess. And I was walking to the mess and he was like, "Tommo!" I was like, fucking, what are you doing here? He was like, "Well..."
Was that the first Afghan, was it?
Yeah, in Cap.
So that would have been one para was there.
Quite possibly. I don't know if he was SOSG or not. But yeah, I was like, fucking what? And then another bloke that was attached to 2-2 is I think he was Signals. He spoke to my mum randomly and got a load of stuff like fucking Zoom magazines and fucking biscuits, you know, like a care package.
Yeah.
And then he came to CAF into our like dorm rooms and came and delivered it, and he went, "Oh, your mum says hi." And I was like, that's a weird sentence to say to someone who has a rifle.
Why is my mum?
But then to be fair,
Who
in
has a
this
rifle
room,
and a
your
sidearm?
mum has seen half of us naked.
She's seen you naked.
Yeah.
Half of us.
Well, she definitely would have seen you naked at one point.
Oh yeah, good point. That's well presented when I was born. Hopefully.
Not as an adult.
No, she saw Daniel naked dancing
I've
on the
heard
table.
I've heard that story.
What
many
stag
times.
do or
No. No.
Wasn't
And,
it,
it was a pre-deployment
Piss up,
Piss up.
basically.
naked bar?
right.
and some dickhead called Naked Bar. I don't know who that was.
I don't even think that was me that called it.
No, it was me.
Do you think that's a thing now? Do you think that happens, or do you think that's a bit taboo now? This doesn't happen.
That's not very.
Well,
good.
we I was talking about it with
I remember a village pub in, was it Warcop?
yeah.
And
I'm so sorry.
Terry
I'm so sorry.
Stevens just got full starkers and just
Now,
stayed at the bar.
I was talking about it with Rob earlier, and I was like, squaddies these days have changed into what they are at the minute, which we'll get to. But it's very similar to how football players were in the 90s and before that to what they are now. In terms of, we were functioning alcoholics where we would go out on the piss but still perform, do our fucking job very well.
I said, to be honest,
But
like,
beyond the pitch.
my whole
Now,
career
they're
was
all-
a haze with a rack and Afghan in the middle of it.
But they're all now, they're like
They eat right, they
Yeah.
train. You're like,
super soldiers, you could say.
What?
They
Yeah.
all train. He said that he was talking. He went to he did a course somewhere, and he saw some of these young lads that come through training. But we were actually stopped from doing this. They would finish their training days and then go to the gym to work out.
Yeah.
We weren't allowed to do that. You're training, now you relax. You would get up in the morning, you have a fry up. You may have a fry up again at 9 o'clock if you fancy going back to the fucking mess. But now it's like they have eating plans, they have personal trainers, they have the PTIs that actually give a shit and go, this is your workout plan, this is to get you stronger.
Fucking hell, you'd finish work and be like, right, be in this pub in like half hour. Yeah, claim it.
Super soldiers these days. But I say
So that's just a culture change.
it's a
'cause-
culture change, yeah.
Yeah,
But I
more than
also,
anything else.
but I said to him, I went, yeah, but could they be like we were? In terms of, we knew what pain was.
When you woke up the night after a massive piss up and it was Friday and you're doing a 6, 7, 8 miler with kit, you were
Throwing up halfway.
Well, we'll say that now. 5 mile of death, guys. For those that know.
Anything more than 5 to waste.
Yeah, why are you so far away?
Quick
I think about
question.
driving that far.
Do you think,
I've got for a week.
especially with the current affairs that are going on, do you reckon there's going to be a call up?
Ooh.
Right, that law has always been there.
Yeah,
Always
yeah.
been there. It's not a new law.
No. I know
they
it's
said,
not a new law, but
If
like
you
actually
think, if they was to
engage in
call,
it.
right, so if they was to call us 3 up, we've been out that long, all the equipment's new, all the
Yeah.
weapon systems are new.
Yeah, but-
it would take us that long to get up to the required fitness
Yeah.
and learn them weapons.
Yeah.
What's the point?
But okay, so I think if there's gonna be a call up, it's gonna probably be like a kind of like a World War II type call up.
Yeah. It'd have
So-
to be. But also, but
Half
don't
the people
forget.
Do you-
in this
do you
country
think that's
can't
gonna
decide if
happen?
they're a them, they, she or him.
No, but
Let
like
alone, right, this is the
let's
bang
face
stick.
it. Let's face it. If there is one, we're all gonna be involved. Like I've never been in, but
Okay, says
So
no.
if they conscripted people and said, if you're 18 to 55,
Yeah.
you're going to war, big fella. I just don't know. They could do, but it would.
I mean, let's
be
face
like
it,
carnage.
their biggest concern is Russia, and they couldn't even finish off
The
Ukraine.
problem is,
so.
we.
Russia have never won a war without losing at least 500,000 people first.
And I mean, they can't even beat Ukraine, who are basically a load of like bods with
No.
guns.
But when
that
you like,
have
so
been
World War
supplied.
Two, even though they did have conscription, most people just volunteered anyway
Yeah.
because they believed, and I think there's no belief now. You speak to most
Would you-
ex-forces, they
okay.
go, "Well, I'm not going back in. Definitely
Would
not.
you?
Yeah.
No, definitely not.
Not for this government. Not for these governments.
Definitely
But
not."
would you for the people?
No.
If you okay, let me ask a question. If it
Not
was
the people that are sending us, though, is it?
no, but if it was the same sort of situation of the Nazis, if like Russia just all of a sudden eclipsed Europe,
Still would go.
Think of how many things would have to go wrong before that happened.
no, I know.
And even then,
I'm
by the time we
curious.
were up and ready, to be in any position to stand their ground and actually have a fight with them, they would have rolled over the country anyway. And then it either then turns into a guerrilla war, which, let's be honest, none of us are equipped to deal with that now. And
I mean,
would it be fucking worth it?
You're fighting drones and stuff now. Like, you'd be in the open, a fucking drone smack into your forehead.
It'd be
That's
like
the end of
Edge
it.
of Tomorrow, wouldn't it?
Like, it'd just be crap. Like, you know, what I mean, what's the point?
Edge. I actually quite like it. It's a bit out there,
It's different.
but I like the concept of that film.
Is that the one where he keeps replaying?
Yeah,
And
yeah.
you're like, oh, you
Do you know
died,
what I
right, go
watched?
back, go
what's
back.
The film I watched the other day. I've seen
Then it
it.
restarts at the end, and you're like, oh,
Yeah.
you're going to do another one. And they never did.
No.
Do you know
Left it
a
open.
war film I watched the other day that was quite good? The one where he's a bomb expert in like Afghan or Iraq.
Hurt Locker.
Crap.
Yeah, I really didn't like that.
Do you know what?
But I think I've seen it since, and I'm like,
Who magically
yeah,
become a sniper
he's
halfway
better.
through it.
I like. Yeah,
That's
yeah,
what annoyed
yeah.
me. That's what annoyed me.
With an unzeroed rifle, but yeah, he's managed
Yeah,
to
yeah, yeah,
fuck
yeah.
off.
He's got a 50 caliber.
There was a lot
never
of it.
used
There
one.
was
Don't
some
worry
good
about
bits in it, and there were some bits where you're like, no.
I think the following.
Where he leaves camp on his own.
Just
Yeah.
walks out.
With like a pistol.
I like the
With
bits.
no, he
where-
had a hoodie on, so he's invisible.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Ignore the camo trousers. And
But he had a hoodie on, so he's fine.
Yeah. I like the bits where he's like, you know,
We used
doing
to,
the bombs.
we used to
but,
regularly
yeah.
say, how much would you willingly get paid and just go back to camp now? Just walk back, and you've only got what you've got on you, because you know that like it's not going to be a good day. And we used to sort of go, oh, I don't know, like 50 grand. I think, oh, I'll do it for 50 grand. Like, would you? No, I wouldn't do it for 50 grand. What's your plan then? What would you do? Well, I'd hide here. Did you ever do that and play them sort of games?
No, mate, not as cool as you.
No, I was usually at the bar.
See that was it, but yeah. No, never. I'd never go up because I think everyone is a little bit wise to.
I just couldn't be
Gut-
bothered with all the bullshit that goes with
No.
it anymore. Well, your boots aren't the same. No, they're fucking not.
No, but it's just that
If
no one
it
believes.
was-
No one believes in the
If
cause.
it was
It's just a proxy war. So
no,
like,
I get that. But if it was a situation like, obviously
If it was a world war, it's slightly different.
yeah.
Still
If it was like, okay, so you
Just look like
Ukraine,
Mad Max, wouldn't it? You've been.
if you
Still not
like
doing
take
Send a
Ukraine,
spam email. I do. Find it on the
You're
cyber
alright now,
side.
though, because you're part of that.
So-
You're on that team.
I'll just work on the cyber side. Just send an email thing.
take Ukraine though, and they start getting invaded, and like,
They're just as bad as each other.
no, I get that. But if that was on your doorstep, I guess that's the question. Would you crack on? Or
If
would
it was
you
happening
go,
in
"No"?
France, I'd still. Well, I
Say Poland got invaded.
don't care.
How close does it
Yeah.
have
To
to
be
be?
fair, Poland's like the new European superpower. They
How
are
close does it
fucking
have to
incredible
be?
what they're doing at the minute.
They're doing exactly the right thing.
Depends what they want. I mean, what if I just go, yeah, I'm like, invade
Do you know?
England if you want.
Do you know the thing that interested me? So,
Can I still
My-
carry on as I was? Right.
my new job, right? We've got an office in Hungary. The best thing
Are they
that
really
I
hungry?
found
They're really
was
hungry,
that they had a list of people who were up for awards, and 2 of them were called Gabor.
Yeah.
Brilliant.
And did you
Firstly-
automatically think of that?
I've still got that.
Firstly, yes.
So my boy played in goal for his team a couple of weeks ago, and the spare goalkeeper kit he had from like years ago, obviously didn't fit him, was like cropped up. The only one I had that would fit him just
Gabor.
had Gabor
Yes.
written on the fucking back of it.
Do you know what? They were doing these awards at work, and I was like, fuck off, that says Gabor. And before I could get my phone out, it'd gone. I was like, fuck. But I was chatting to a couple of the guys from Hungary that had come over, and I was like, what's the crack? And they were saying, and they brought up like Russia, and they're like, I'm not sure we'd be on the same side. If
With
Russia-
you, like they're going like,
no,
yeah.
that-
Oh.
not from their perspective, but from like the government's perspective. They're like, our government is very like leaning towards Russia.
Right.
I was like,
A bit like the
fair.
is it the Bulgarian or Belarusians, don't they? They
Yeah, oh, the Belarusians, yeah. But I was like, I didn't even know that. They're like, we don't want to be anywhere near Russia, but like the government.
I quite like them.
make good vodka.
They do make good vodka.
They don't give a shit.
I mean, the thing is,
Let's be honest. When I said the elections not rigged at all in Russia.
Oh no, it wasn't. Mate. No,
Allegedly.
it's fair. It was fair.
Fair. Nothing to
Right,
nothing
there
to
was a
see
couple
here.
of them in prison.
Nothing
I
to
think
see
two of
here.
them were dead.
One
So-
dead.
Yeah, and they've only just given the body back as well. Just body back. You don't need it.
It's fine.
Don't need it. Just bury him without it.
That's how
Bit of
our
nerve
election
check.
should be.
Don't worry about it.
How long's this? How long you get voted in for? Oh, 12 years. Oh, okay. No,
What?
no
That's the
questions asked?
term. It's a 12-year term.
12-year
that you're
term.
doing.
Yeah.
How
Just
many
for-
years
just
has
for
he been
Vladimir.
in now?
Oh, long.
So many years.
I know he changed the law
He doesn't
because you're
care.
not allowed to do
He
more than
rides
2
a-
terms in a row.
Of course he did.
So then he become chancellor.
Of course he did.
He rides a fucking bear. He does what he wants.
He'll be
Do you-
president till he dies.
Do you know the best thing though was when Ukraine actually penetrated the border and started blowing up a load of shit, and they're like, "Oh," and you're like, "Really?"
Not so fucking funny now,
Yeah,
is it?
it's not so funny now, is it? You know, dickheads.
It's fucking bollocks, isn't it?
If a bomb hit the Kremlin, they'd be crying,
That's
but
all
then
I'm
you're
gonna say.
like,
Fucking
"You
bollocks,
did
innit?
just bomb Kiev," you know.
Kiev.
Yeah, you have turned
Why'd you
Kiev
change
into
the
the
name?
surface of the fucking moon.
What to Kiev?
Kiev. Kiev.
It's always been
wanted
Kiev.
to-
Like, why are we
Turkey.
changing it now?
Turkey's now changed as well with
Tur-
fucking accents and shit.
Turkey.
Yeah. Don't change it.
Still Turkey.
You're still a fucking turkey.
It's because they don't
How
want
can
to
I
be.
soar with the eagles and I'm surrounded by turkeys? Fuck that.
They don't want to be known as the bird. So it's
As the bird.
Yeah, but I'm-
Turkey.
It's a pretty shit
But that's
bird,
just
isn't
the
it?
way that we
It's
have translated the country. Like that's
But
not.
no,
I
the
know
way
that's
they
not how
pronounce
it's
it
called.
is Turkey.
But that's because they're saying it with an accent.
Yeah, but I
You
ain't
can
going.
pronounce it all it's
I
one. It's
say
still known
Turkey.
as
Just saying, never
Constantinople.
going there. Not going there.
I like Turkey.
Don't give a
spent
fuck.
I've been there
years-
once and I fucking hated it.
Exactly.
I
That's why I'm not
spent
going.
years there.
Where?
Turkey.
Did you spend years?
Going back and forth.
Oh,
Oh,
right,
that doesn't count. That's holidays.
Like drug muling or...
14 years worth,
Have you
like
bum?
multiple times a year.
My long haul holidays was Malta.
I like
So you're
Malta.
Malt- you're
do like a bit
Maltese.
of Tenerife, mate.
I've actually got Maltese family technically.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, so my uncle was born there technically. My granddad was stationed at
Is it Maltese or Maltese?
RAF Malta, which is just the airport
there
now.
now.
Have you got a Maltese cross?
Somewhere. Probably not in here. There's so much shit in here. Here's a question for you. I want to take Granite Zero, FC Granite Zero,
International.
international.
Oh,
right?
Yes.
I've
we go to Croatia?
No. I've had a slight discussion with Chrissy Dunn, and he said it's not a good idea.
Go
I
on.
just don't think you'll get the.
What's
I mean,
the
look how
idea?
much we struggle now, but
Belfast,
I mean,
Ooh.
I'm up for
because
Belfast.
we have a link in Belfast.
There is,
With-
but that's a dangerous game to play if
But
you're
is it
a
Yeah.
veterans fucking thing.
Not if we go with Brooksy.
Let's not go to Londonderry or.
Well, that's not
just
Belfast, is it?
Anywhere. no, but like Belfast is
By all
probably
accounts,
a bit iffy.
it
but-
is all right at the minute.
Yeah, but by all accounts, London's all right, but I still don't fucking want to go there.
But Brooksy, I spoke to Brooksy. He said it's all good. He can get a team ready.
Are we going to get blown up by some
No, it's not a
IRA?
piss in the fucking area that they support fucking Britain. Obviously, I think it's a good idea.
I mean, I'm up
you
for
just
it.
you just have to look at the numbers because, like, it's I don't know how expensive it is to get there and stay there. And all
I
the
had a
rest of it.
look at a flight from, say, for example, Bristol Airport to Belfast, and it was £49.
Yeah,
Oh,
it won't
that's
be a
mate.
lot to get there.
No one wants to go
And it's
Belfast.
sterling.
Mm.
Yeah, it wouldn't be a lot to get there.
And apparently it is as good as Dublin, but a lot cheaper.
Yeah.
Oh,
Well, Dublin's fucking.
Dublin's
expensive,
very
but-
expensive.
Yeah, it's Euro though, isn't it? Gay.
Yeah, but also very expensive.
Yeah. So I'm thinking, lads on tour,
Well,
leave the wives at home.
Thing is, will Brooksy be available,
Yeah.
or will he just right?
I've spoken to Brooksy, he went, we can get it done. And I was
As long
like,
as he's not working though.
and
'cause
I was
well, I
like,
don't know what he's doing
we'll get
now,
it done. And I was like, because I just run with shit. I ran with the fucking first game. I was like, I'm doing it. And Kate was like, you're not doing it. And I went, I'm doing it. And I did it. And she was like, you're stressed as
And
fuck.
who would we play? Like just his local.
So he said he can get some like veteran age. He plays for a vets team, I think, or he might actually
Oh, right,
play for a
okay.
proper I think he plays for a proper team because goalkeepers don't age, do they?
Don't-
Goalkeepers don't age. They play until they're like 50
Right.
because it's
Look
fine.
at Dan. Specimen.
But he said that I reckon if we spoke to Brooks, he would go, right, we'll get some. It would be equal.
Yeah, you just.
We don't want to go over there. Yes, it'd be brilliant on the piss. I reckon it'd be brilliant on the piss. Get some folk music.
I
played.
think just to get serious interest, you'd have to go. This is the plan. We'll play these. It'll be this weekend. It's going to cost you this much. Because if
I get the sponsor,
someone's going to go.
For example, if I get the sponsor for the kit, you guys don't have to pay for the kit. Then it's simply travel and accommodation and piss money. And I think for what I wanted to do, one of the plans that I wanted to do was like I don't know if you ever watched it, the Harry's Heroes, Harry Redknapp, where he did on tour. And I think it'd be good if we then started documenting it, like an ongoing podcast where we're talking to each other, filming bits, talking about your mental health struggles, because that's basically what the podcast was about. That was why we started the football, to give back. Doing all that, we're going off to Northern Ireland. The next one we'll go to Wales, we'll go to Scotland.
Well, we are going to Wales.
I don't know who this cunt is, but
that's why he's learning Welsh.
I am learning Welsh. We're now at North Star. Good night.
Sorry, I couldn't.
For years I've been doing this to him.
I will fight you.
I will fight you.
I will fight you right now.
That was.
We'll fight if you want.
Perfect.
It's 26 miles out.
You go back. You go. Oh, there's.
However, right, no,
We're international,
because Dan will like this. However, going to Hereford is very English until Wales beat England and like.
And suddenly they're Welsh.
And then they're all Welsh.
Yeah. and
then you like walking around going, why is there so many Welsh people about? It's real weird. It's
also,
wear
I
like
was
two
looking
shirts
at
and just take the other one off.
I was
So
looking
they-
at
Half and half.
Airbnbs, and actually Wales isn't a bad option.
It's not too far.
No.
Depending where you go. Monmouth is literally about. It's probably as close as where you are. To be fair.
I think I'm 10 miles out.
Depends. Have a look at your budget. We're staying right in the centre of town in a Premier Inn.
You could just fall asleep on someone's floor.
I've got 2 kids,
Are they coming with you?
and I've got extras.
Dan's got 2 kids. Just saying.
You've
It's
got
all
what?
proven
What,
otherwise,
is
yeah.
she going to come then?
Yeah.
Oh right. Okay.
No,
Oh, nice.
What's Zara?
no,
What's your new
Oh.
bird?
no.
Oh.
Ooh.
Oh!
Don't do a Lee and let this read
Are we
back
gonna
on for
meet
too
her?
long though.
Yeah.
It's about fucking time.
You should have met her at the last one.
Did I not?
What?
She went to the last one.
Do you know what? I think I'm friends with her on fucking Instagram. Didn't realise, right? And she appeared, she liked something, and obviously Zero Alpha was like, who the fuck is this cunt?
Mm-hmm.
And I was like, I don't know. And then I looked at her phone and I went, oh! I think that's size.
Yeah.
So, Mazel tov to you.
Yeah, she's coming with her son and
And her
mine.
husband.
No, that's just Lee.
Is Lee coming?
At the minute, no.
Of course he is.
Right. 'cause he said-
Because Dartford may be going for the
he's
league on that game.
Right.
Sure, Jan.
But if they've already wrapped up the league, he's playing. And I said it doesn't matter.
I thought they're getting relegated.
No, with kids in it.
Oh, the kids.
And the 14s and the 13s.
Yeah.
And I was like, it doesn't matter, mate, because you're on the bench.
You can put, I'll tell you what. You can put me on the bench to start.
I'm putting everyone on the bench.
Right.
Apart from Dan Shipper, right back. He knows.
Number 18 play anywhere, innit?
Yeah. Like that.
It depends where do I start Chris Dunn or not, or has he got
I
plastic
will
legs?
happily play on the bench to start.
I'll play on the bench. Fucking hell. We need to get like a banjo or something.
But the thing is, it's like I said in the last game. Si won't know what I said in the last game because he wasn't there.
Getting dug out for this.
Everyone's going to play, so it doesn't matter.
Yeah.
Yeah, let's be
Well,
honest.
the thing is,
Also, you
Last
start, you
game-
start with loads of players, and people get injured 5 minutes, 10 minutes, 15 minutes
Exactly.
in, and then you go, oh, I only wanted to
The
play 20
people-
I
minutes.
played 90
Yeah.
minutes the last game. I don't know how that happened. I was hanging.
Yeah, this is because we'd run out of subs.
I played
I watched someone come off, gave him a drink. There was an injury. He had to go back on.
So I played an hour.
I mean, I'll play as long as you want me to play, but like I am not.
If I'm honest, it's down to Big Tommo, that one. Big Tommo is
He's running the bench.
running the bench.
We need to get him like a full coat.
Can I
Probably
just
do a better
ask a
job than
quick
me.
question?
Yeah, he can
Does
count to
he
11.
know maths?
Oh, you've got 12 players on. Does it matter?
Because we were doing really well when Chris put 12 players on the pitch.
In my defence,
And then in the second half, there's only 8 of us out here, Chris. Who else is coming
there
on?
were so many people who were.
You're
and
the
everyone-
fucking manager!
Yeah,
They're
but
all
it's
bald.
difficult. They're all bald. I don't know who they are. And someone came off. Someone went
Can
on.
you count?
Someone else came off. I put someone else in. Then
Chris
that
was
person
running
went
down the
back on.
line, chasing Dan Shipper.
What
It
happened
wasn't a fast race, was it? Let's be honest.
someone got injured and then went out for a couple of minutes and went like, "Oh, my leg." So I put a sub on for him, and then he just went back on anyway.
Well, you're managing that.
You
got
had one
managed
job.
Your
That's
full,
your job.
But it's
Your full-
really
your
difficult
full
to count
Costa
when they
Cola,
move.
Your mind was
"Oh,
just on the
beat."
golf you was going to afterwards, wasn't it?
Oh yeah, I was wearing golf
You
stuff.
were-
wasn't
yeah,
I?
Chris, why are you wearing your golf outfit?
That's fucking. It was a good night though, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Well,
We went to
Chris,
about
Chris has got some fucking
Well.
ideas for the shit shirt, by the way.
Oh.
I put one of them onto the group. Do you guys
Are
see
we
it?
doing shit shirt?
It's
for-
shit
Yeah,
night.
yeah, yeah.
Shit shirt
I'll
night.
have to-
And we are going to the Queen's. I know it's the Queen's. I can't remember if it's the Queen's Arms or the Queen's Head. But I know it's the Queen's, and that's the karaoke bar. And we will be singing karaoke.
I love.
I need to get a new shit shirt. I can't wear the
Yes.
same shit shirt
I'm
twice.
wearing the same shit shirt
Oh, in that case, I'll stick with my shit shirt.
because it's got a fucking llama eating a pizza on it. So
I mean,
I've got a spare. I've got a spare one, and the reason why I ordered one and it took ages to arrive. So I bought the other one. That arrived like the next day, and the day of the football game, my other shit shirt arrived. I was like, ah. And there's a story behind the one I got originally. It is exactly the same pattern. So my dad went and did a air show in Hawaii because he was a PTI and they get to do cool fucking trips to Hawaii just to jump out of a fucking plane. And he brought me and Darren back and himself matching Hawaiian shirts, and the pattern that I got off Amazon was the same one, and I was like, oh, that'd be quite cool to wear that. I look back at the photo. Why we had shorts and the top, and my dad wore it, and he thought it was cool. By the way, me and my brother had no choice in the matter. He was probably about 6 or 7. I would have been about 3 or 4, wearing this fucking shirt at a family barbecue. He thought he was the fucking bollocks, mate. Look at me and my boys wearing the same clothes. I got a funny photo actually. Before we went out on the shit shirt, I saved it. Hold on, let me find it. Me, dad, and me brother. Right, and Darren is doing. Darren's gone on his fucking tippy toes, by the way, and he's still the same height as me. So that clearly
Yeah, but he's
proves
only got little legs, hasn't
that clearly proves that he's actually shorter than me. He tells me he's taller. Look at that, mate.
Oh, that's cute.
Look at Tommy Tomp, mate. He went full kit.
He went full retard.
He wasn't even supposed. He was supposed to be working that as well. Fucking great night. Black socks.
Brilliant.
He doesn't care. He's got no style, that
I
man.
just love the fact that everyone that turned up in a shit shirt. No one fucking
Apart from, well, yeah, I was going to say apart from Craig, but he turned up in a fucking Liverpool shirt.
So yeah, if anything, he
I need
won.
to get that trophy off him actually, because I need to go to the key cutters in Kings Hill to get the
You put
the plaque change.
You putting Kent's own Buffon on there.
So I'm getting the bit that's going around it at the minute because it was Reese's from I can't remember what team he played for. It might have been out. It might even be Aylesford.
Was it Eccles?
No, he played for Aylesford, but I don't know if it was before he left Aylesford. But he got Player of the Season, and then I don't know if they folded or he just kept it. Probably he just kept it. but it's got everyone's name in it from that,
Everyone's right.
whoever it was. So I'm going to get that removed.
I didn't.
And I'm going to put the new one on, and then have Mark Stannard and Craig.
I'm going to
next to it.
shoot. I've got a thing.
What do you mean?
Got
I'm
a
going
thing.
to London with the kids. So,
It's only 20 past 10.
yeah, I know. But I
All right.
Yeah, it's him.
Turned up late, leaving early.
Oh, bless.
Alright, anyway, someone's going to have to shut this.
I'm going to have to shut you in a
Anyway,
minute.
bye everyone.
See you later,
Cheers,
Joe.
Chris.
Bye.
He still shut the door though. You're gonna no, but you went. Someone's gonna have to shut this, and then you still shut the door. You fucking bet.
He's told us all about what God can do for us, and he's gonna do.
Oh, he's a lad, isn't he? Do you know what? I wish I bought 2 packs of those because I fucking love a cigar. I did love a cigar. Oh, I love drinking with the lads.
Mm.
I do.
Do you know what? I thoroughly enjoyed this. Having a few beers, whiskey,
Still
cigar.
going. Talking absolute
Chewing the
shit.
fat.
It's only 20 past 10. It's only 20 past 10. But we've still got a lot more Dan Shipper to get through.
I need to write a book.
I
Stupid
did.
shit I've said or done.
I did. Mixed reviews. But I'm generally looking forward to the football. There's something about the banter that you have in locker rooms and changing rooms, and
It's a good team as well. Like everyone who's like the last game, you saw a lot of people you saw from the first game, and you haven't seen them since then. But you just picked it up with them. You know what I mean?
yeah, it was good. And one thing I did do was I kept people's squad numbers.
Yeah.
So if you've had that number, like number five, 18, and obviously 0 for myself, was if we got a new player, they then don't get a number that was previously from someone else. They
Well,
get,
apparently I was just white on the first game. But
well, that was Chalky. That was Chalky, and he's actually 10, because in the original game, 10 was Reese, because he was playing in midfield, and he was talking a big game, and then played 4 minutes. Not even 4 minutes. But he did all right in the second game. But obviously, unfortunately for this game, he's with his issues with his skin and whatnot. He's unable to play. And obviously, big
coming.
Huh? He's coming. Yeah, he's coming down.
Yeah,
He's missing out on the Friday. When are you coming down, by the way?
I need to book something.
You need to book something. You need to make sure you book the Friday and the Saturday.
Yeah. I'll book.
Because Friday is Beefy Boys Day.
he said, "Yeah, I think we're taking the kids out of school on Friday. I mean, we're definitely not taking the kids out of school on Friday."
No, we are. I've mentioned it to Kate, right? So
I'm not sure.
I said to Kate, I went, "Are we doing the kids half day, or are we just going to just take them out and just go a bit earlier?" And she went, "I didn't know they were going out." I went, "What do you mean?" She was like, "Oh, I thought we would leave after school." And I went, "We've got the Beefy Boys to get to."
How long does it take to get there?
About 4 hours.
It's about if you stop, it's about 4 hours.
I mean,
I don't tend to stop, and it's usually about 3, maybe 3.5, depending on what the M25 is doing.
I don't think I'll be able to be there for the Friday.
You'll be there for Friday, because all I'm going to say is
I think
I
Stacey's working
want
to about
to be there
12,
for
and
the
then we're
Friday.
going.
you're going to
I
miss.
want to be there for the Friday.
You're going to miss the Beefy Boys, mate.
What time are we going?
I want to go Beefy
I
Boys,
don't know
but
yet. I'm going to guess around 6:30, 8-ish.
I said, I'm sure Stacey's working till 12, 1.
Tell her stop in a come.
And then, literally, well, it's not actually got far to walk home from work, is it?
It is low. Hello?
hello.
You forgot your coat, haven't you? You can.
What coat? We've donated it to a homeless man.
Is that one?
Pulling the thing.
Don't pull the thing.
Pass it down.
I got almost to the car and realised I'm cold, and I wasn't cold when I walked.
You are.
Shalom, Chris.
Shalom.
I'm going to have to pick up the fucking kettlebell again.
Bye.
You prick.
I'm not even on camera.
Shalom, Jackie.
He looked like, do you remember that talking head from Art Attack that you
I know,
said?
that's Dan Gentry, that is. In a put that on for a
Is
second.
that the guy with the big?
Yes.
Yeah.
Do you know
A
what?
hell of a racket that is.
Do you know what though? First time I met him, lovely guy,
He's a lovely guy. Yeah.
Big Willie.
I'm not talking to. I've muted that group for at least 2 weeks.
Why?
Called me fat, didn't he?
Who
I'm not
did?
having that. I'm not having that.
Who
He called
you
me fat. Basically, he called me fat, and then he went, "Well, you're going to make a book about it." And I was like, "I'm not having that." Muting it.
I laughed. If it makes you funny about it, I laughed.
I'm sure you did. I laughed,
I still
but
think
I'm not having it.
it's brilliant when even if it's an innocent video, and I still get. I'm not sure if I want to open this.
Yeah.
I never open it.
I love when it's one of those videos that you know you shouldn't open, and I send it. It's like nobody. If you send it, everyone's like,
I might even start doing that. Send it to someone else in that group. Just put this in.
send it to me. The amount of times I've got in.
Yeah, all the
My
time.
favourite one I ever got in with, he was at ballet with the girls.
Love that.
Fuck's sake.
Someone got me the other
I got him in a
week.
meeting.
Was that you who got me the other week? Or was it
It was
you?
me, I got you in that meeting.
In the meeting. I was in a meeting with the fucking client. I'm not happy about it. Oh, 5 years, 200 episodes.
It's good going.
Good
that.
effort.
Fucking good going.
It started with me just hitting record.
I mean,
in a car.
we're probably not the best people to have on there
I'd
Compared
argue
to
that's
some
the
of your-
best.
I disagree.
compared to some of your other.
Nah,
No,
fuck
we
that.
don't have the profile, but fucking hell, we bring the bants, isn't it?
Yeah.
I disagree. So some of the ones that I've had that are more profiled, I'm like, it's hard work. No, I don't want fucking hard work. That's some fucking big names though, to be fair.
I think my favourites.
I like it when people tell me their favourites because it means they listen.
Who's the? Who's the? Was he a sniper?
My favourite is he? You mean Craig,
Yeah, the one
the sniper,
who
longest kill.
talks about like a lot of mental health issues. He's talked about his dog being the saviour for him.
Oh, there's a few of those with the dog. trying to think now. We had Craig. I think. Oh, I'm gonna be a dick.
What's
now.
his name?
Is it Craig Harrison, who had the longest kill? He was a very good one. He was the one that was like really open, and he was like, I had a fucking mental breakdown at work the other day. I had to put my headphones on and go and sit and have half an hour to myself. Your torch is on, by the way.
Yeah, Craig Harrison.
Yeah.
He honestly is probably one of my favourite guests you've had.
You had my old mate from work, Luke Seeley.
He's coming on tomorrow.
He's a good lad. Yeah.
And another guy.
Don't tell him I said that. But yeah, he's a good lad.
No, he's doing all right.
I used to, honestly, I was horrendous to that bloke. And
Nah,
he's
he's a
I remember
good lad.
one time I was digging him out all fucking day, and he just picked me up and
Coldstream-
put me on top of the lockers.
Coldstream Guards.
Yeah,
He's
yeah, yeah.
fucking. He's a unit.
Yeah,
He's a big
fucking pencil neck.
big fucking.
Yeah,
soldier.
honestly, I spent a whole shift just fucking winding him up, and he just picked me up and put me on top of the lockers, and I just felt like a little kid. Just sat on top of their legs swinging like, what the fuck have I done this for?
Nah, he's a good sausage. Yeah. So, but I like the ones like this, where it's fucking just chilled out and just talking shit.
Mm.
It's the best kind of therapy, I find. This is what I would call man therapy.
Yes.
Because you may have some issues, you may have some problems, but you sit with your mates and you talk about shit, and I'll go in the house and be like, I feel better now.
Yeah.
Like,
It's like coming up to 4 months I've been off my tablets now.
oh, that's fucking
Fucking 4 months.
top dog. And he did it properly. He didn't do it like I did.
Wean myself off. Fucking done with that.
I went full retard with mine, and I went, I'm not taking him. I didn't even tell Kate, and I was like, I'm not taking him.
Oh, that's the
And I
worst
stopped
thing
taking
you can
them.
do.
And then, I won't lie, I bought some shit off the fucking internet, try and help me out because I was sort of struggling, and then that made me that was just me banging it. And then I went in a proper dark place where I went out for a tab with weighted Bergen, and I went out for a tab out through Eccles, and I was looking for some trees, and I was like, I could probably do it here. I could do it here, and I was at a place where I was like, I'll do everyone a favour, because in my head I was like, I'm a burden to those three in there. I'm a burden to my mates.
Yeah.
Because if I'm honest, I never spoke to you guys when I first had all the issues. I was like, I'd keep it in.
Well,
because I'm not going to lie, I remember when I first heard that Dan was struggling, I was like, what the fuck has Dan got to struggle about? Because that's how I was in the same mindset as a lot of the lads that gave me shit. I was like, what's he got to be struggling about? He was in the rough edge.
The thing is, like, we're probably all taking the same things, and do you know what it is? It takes a while for you to be able to get off of that.
Yeah, but when I was in that mindset, when I first heard about you, Dan, I was like, what? But the real problem was, Dan had already admitted to himself that he's got some problems. I hadn't admitted it to myself, and I was struggling, and I was like, I'm going to lash out, because I never lashed out to Dan personally, but I would say, what is he on those?
Yeah.
And I still remember that certain days when I was at work, and I would drive in the work vehicle, and I'd park up away from everybody else, and I'd fucking burst into tears. And I'm like, I don't know why I'm crying right now. I don't know why I'm upset. I don't know what the problem is. And then I would be like, I was a fucking dick to Dan. I was a dick.
I'm a dick to everyone. I still am.
No, but I not intentionally to you, because I didn't know what you were going through, and I didn't understand what you were going through. And then I did understand, and I was like now when you say you've come off your pills, I'm like, I'm fucking proud. I'm proud of you 100%. For doing that. And
this first person I told that, by the way.
Oh, thank you very much. And
fair one, though.
And when I came off mine, and I went through a stage where I was like, right, that's it. I'm done. I'm done. That's what I was at. I even wrote letters to the girls. I was like, I'm done. I didn't do it, thankfully, because
it'd be a different show if you did, mate.
Well, yeah, because it'd be you two sat here.
Sat in your shed.
You'd be sat in my shed, and Kate would be like, what the fuck are these dickheads doing? And I'm like, well, they're just living in his legacy. But again, that's what we need, is little bits of banter like that.
Yeah.
Because if you can't make a joke about it, then it's pointless. And you guys both know, you've both gone through different stages of whatever any issues are, and it can be a fucking dark and depressing place.
Yeah.
And everybody's different. That was the biggest thing, and that was the biggest thing that got me not only into the darkest place I've been, but actually into a better place, was the fact that I understood that everybody was different.
Yeah.
And I also understood that the people that are taking the piss out of me and giving me the shit and giving me the trolling and all that I went through was because they don't understand.
The thing is, right,
and they're probably struggling themselves.
Yeah, 100%. But like, obviously, you've got us around you, banner. You've got support, whatever, and that's the most important thing. If you listen to dickheads, do you know what I mean?
But that was the hardest thing, was because I was at the time when I released the book and things like that. I was sort of going through a path where I was like, I was all right. I was at a stage where, yeah, I was all right. So I turned off from reading the comments, because I was like, I don't give a shit about it.
Never take criticism from someone you wouldn't turn to for advice.
Yes.
I like that.
Yes.
And I remember, and I know Dan doesn't like him as well. I know for this for a fact. I sent a message to a lad, and we'll call him by his nickname. I won't name him by his name, and his nickname was Rabbit, right? And he was at the time he was a good mate, or I thought he was a good mate. He was on my stag do, he was at my wedding, etc., etc. And I sent him a message when I released the book because I got a lot of shit. There was stuff online.
But why did you get a lot of shit?
Because I was a vulnerable gunner, basically, and because the likes of myself, Dan, and Chris were serving on a RAF regiment.
Mm.
A lot of people don't understand that it doesn't matter what you've seen or what you've done. Everybody's brain is different, and everybody processes stress differently.
Yeah.
As a civilian, you'll probably go, well, obviously.
Yeah, but in the sense that, like, if I could go through life and be stressed and have the things
but you're
that
thinking logically.
Yeah.
So the biggest thing with our regiment, and Dan will testify to this, we are basically a banter regiment.
Mm.
Because a lot of people think that we don't do anything. We don't leave the wire. We shoot our own body armour. We talk about the Battle of Bastion, which I debunked a couple of episodes ago with the bloke that actually got a military cross for his actions on that day. We talk about the 5 Mile of Death, which was actually longer, and stuff like that. We're a banter regiment. People banter us because they think it's funny. They think it's good.
I think it's funny.
And it is funny. At times, me and Dan go, we're all like that. We're all like, well, yeah, whatever. But because we have that sort of stigma behind the regiment, it's as though that you can't have any mental health issues if you haven't done what the paras and the Marines and the rifles and any other infantry unit has done. You're not allowed the same sort of mental health issues. It's as though the paras and the Marines and other infantry units have got a copyright on or a patent on PTSD or depression and things like that.
Do you know the thing is, for me, from an outsider, someone who's never served.
I like this because it's true. Whatever you're going to say, I know for a fact that it is true.
Yeah, but from
Dan will testify to it.
From an outsider point of view, right? Okay, say you've served like absolute battles, warfare, whatever, or you haven't. It doesn't matter. As a man, like, I don't know, like I've got my things going on, and I've never been in the army, never been in the RAF, like Navy, whatever. I've got things going on. Like, why is that different?
Exactly.
You've gone to a different country,
Exactly.
and you've served in a place away from your family. Like, why is that different?
There's a lot of issues that I had personally, as I talk personally, was not down to what I saw or did with the military.
Surely it's the fact that you're away from your family, that's another
big thing. So one of the biggest things that was for me was the lack of purpose, the lack of self-worth. All of that was a big thing. So that was that.
When I got out, I know the biggest thing, there was no structure.
Yeah.
Like, there's little things like you're not allowed to be late for anything. And you'd rock up because you had an interview, and it said, "Oh, sorry, we're running 20 minutes late." Well, why? Why the fuck are you running late? What excuse have you got?
I've come here 10 minutes early. Why are you late?
Are you making me wait? I fucking hated it.
Did you find coming out a real struggle?
I got very close to going back in.
Yeah.
Same.
But
Just
the thing is,
I didn't understand.
Because you were so regimented.
Stace gave me 3 months when working now. She was like, you get sacked. 100% you'll get sacked. 11 years.
It's a strange thing, mate.
It's mad because, like, if I'm honest, if I'm so in my job,
which is why squaddies are so easily employed, because we take orders
We understand the rank structure.
Well, this is the
late.
thing. This is the thing. So, as someone who employs people, I want people with good, not credentials,
You
but
don't have very
people
good
with
social
good.
skills, though.
Yeah, but the thing is, you want people who will turn up on time. You want people who will give 100%, and it feels like squaddies.
That's why we're very employable.
Yeah,
but we're also
We don't have a lot of transferable skills. Let's be honest. There's only
And
so
th-
far.
no,
being
I
known
mentioned
how
this.
to-
I mentioned this in the other podcast as well, and I mentioned it on the one before that as well. So Dan will probably agree with me with this because he's in the security industry, right? So the security industry is very much on conflict management. You diffuse a situation, you step back, you evaluate, and you sort of change the outcome and try and smooth it over, as were. Me and Dan come from an environment where you win the firefight. So if you're aggressive to me, I'll be aggressive to you, and we will then some. So yes, it is a transferable skill to go from infantry to into security. However, they then get the ump because we will win the firefight. So you get in a fight with me, I'm gonna hit you with my keys.
Yeah.
And etc. Me and Dan went from a situation, and so did so many others, where I had to explain this on the previous podcast as well. The guy was a former Royal Marine, so he understood it. So talking to a civvy, it's a strange one, because when people say I was in the army or I was in the Air Force, I was in the Navy, you're like, oh cool, you're in the military. Yeah, cool. Right, so you have the military, you have, say, for example, army, certain aspects of the army, certain aspects of the Air Force, certain aspects of the Navy, where it's very much, you do a little bit of what you would think is army, and then the next is trade training. So you become a carpenter, an engineer, a dentist, etc. Me and Dan, for example, were infantry. We were trained to kill people. That was our job. Yeah. You can't. Dan will probably testify to
That's
this
not
as well.
a transferable
so
skill.
when we're leaving, they go, "You're leaving." Cool.
But what's the transferable skill?
Good luck.
Exactly. It was literally when we left.
I've got 2 days in Colchester. This is how you write a CV. This is how you write a covering letter.
But that's
do you know
what I
what I
mean.
got?
Like,
Good luck.
what's the
do you know what-
transferable skill?
Do you know what I got? Have you thought about close protection? But even close protection, so the course that I did was Excellentia, right? And they are fucking top notch. I will shout them out because they are fucking brilliant. But they are executive close protection, so they look after fucking CEOs, Barclays, HSBC, and that. It's non-combatant.
Yeah.
Cool.
But
do you know what I mean? It's still
to me, why is okay? So you're in.
But we're trained killers, mate. That's
you're
the problem.
okay. So you're a trained killer, but like,
It's mad.
what's the exit strategy?
There isn't one.
But
Well,
this
there
is
might
what I
be
mean.
now, but there wasn't one.
But this is what
Which
I
is
mean.
why-
Like, why?
Which is why there's lads like myself, Dan. I'm not 100% sure on Chris, but there's so many that I could name that have come out. They've gone into another job and then they've gone, I don't know what I'm fucking doing.
But this is what I mean. Like, out of all
That's
the people,
that's where the mental health aspect comes into it. Is because we've lost that sense of self-purpose, sense of fucking what we were, because we were. There was days when we were training, going through basic training, where they were going, "You're a killer. You're a trained killer. Kill, kill, kill." Shout it at the top of your lungs. They could hear it from where we were doing that part of the training, all the way to the fucking Marry quarters, that we wanted to kill people. That was our job. And I joked to the girls when they say they're getting a boyfriend, and I go, "You know I'm a trained killer, don't you? You tell them that." And it's part and parcel, slightly a joke, but as a dad of daughters, is not. If they break their heart, I'll fucking kill them.
Thank fuck I've got boys.
Thank fuck he's got boys, and you got lovely boys, by the way.
Nah, Teddy's feral. I'm gonna release him into the woods.
No, they're fucking good boys, mate. Riley's a fucking good boy. I had a fucking story about Riley the other day, and I fucking chuckled. And
Do you know
I was proud of the story.
Is that where that boy was fucking around with Jess?
No, that was another one. But that was probably the proudest moment I ever had. As a like non-blood relation uncle, I was like,
good lad.
What a fucking lad. We'll
He
get to
walked
that.
in after I found that out story. I walked in and went.
I'll tell the story.
Pick
So
a game. It's yours.
there was a boy like sort of picking on like I don't know if he fancied Jess or what, but he was picking on her. And basically Riley took him aside and went, "You pick on my cousin, I'm gonna fucking kill you."
Yes.
And I said to him, I went, I couldn't be more proud right now because
He messaged me.
I messaged Dan and Dan was like, I'm gonna buy him a fucking computer game.
It's like, I'm proper proud of your boy. And I was like, right, what the fuck has he done? And he told me that. I was like, what a fucking boy.
It's
literally
fucking
walked in
brilliant,
and was like, I've heard about what you've done. And he was like, well, no, I know what you've done. Pick a game. It's yours.
any game.
Lad.
And mate, but there was one the other day, and Jess told me, and I chuckled to myself. They were like basically fuck assing around at school, and this lad pushed Riley, and he pushed him off the fucking chair, and I don't know whether he meant to, but he dropped a headbutt, and he ended up getting like an exclusion or something, and I was like, he's a fucking lad. In my head, I was like,
he's starting to proper stand up for himself, and it's good.
Well, and I love that. Because I never thought, I didn't
think he had it in him.
Watching him grow into the boy that he's becoming and the man that he's becoming, I didn't think he had it in him. But he's got a little bit of fight in him, which is fucking brilliant.
It's starting to come out.
And the fact, mate, genuinely, it makes me so happy that he's there with Jess. Because they've been best mates since the fucking womb. My Jess and
What's
Riley.
the difference between them? It's 3 months, isn't it? 4 months?
Well, what's Riley? March, and Jess is June. So yeah.
Yeah, 3 months.
3 months, and they've been inseparable, and it's the
Not
most.
my choice, but yeah.
Do you know what?
The most beautiful thing about it, generally, right? This is me being a dad now. The most beautiful thing about it is her mates will say, "Why are you so close to Riley?" And then his mates will say the same about Jess, and they both go, "Well, we're cousins, right?"
Love that.
But the funniest thing was that so many of Jess's friends think they are blood related, which is like, it touches me a little bit in that sort of aspect. But she had to explain it to one of her mates. I can't remember which one it was. She was like, "But are you blood related?" She was like, "No, we're not blood related, but our dads are brothers." And they were like, but they didn't understand. And Jess was like, "Well, no, they served in the military, so they're brothers." What was the biggest thing for me for that is the fact that they used me and Dan. They're brothers. Not the fact that Kate and Stacey
have known each other longer than what we have.
I've known it. Yeah, Kate and Stacey have been best friends for fucking forever.
Yeah.
But it was our dads are brothers, and I was like,
Love that.
It's true. Because I know what his fucking piss smells like. But it's true, because I've said it before in another episode. It is true. Like, me and Dan have spent hours on Stag looking at a fucking tree. What else have we got to talk about? But fucking everything and anything. Like, we were on Digex once, and Dan phoned me up because he thought the trees were alive.
I swear to God, these 2 trees got up, walked across to each other, shook hands, and walked back.
Love that.
Right, we were on sleep deprivation. It was Digex.
Did this happen?
But he phoned me. So we had field phones. So a field phone, you connect them all up, like an actual phone would work, but we connect them all up.
But if anyone on that picks it up, you can hear everything.
You can hear everything. But Dan phoned me. He was like, a trench one. Trench one.
You fucking see these trees?
I was like, hello? He was like, Tommo. I was like, yeah. He was like, these fucking trees are alive, mate. I'm like, what the fuck are you talking about,
I'm
mate?
going to stand to in a minute because these trees
He went,
ain't right.
these fucking trees are walking. There's fucking there's casino flight, mate. They're in the bushes, mate. The trees are fucking walking at me. The trees are fucking walking. I was like, Dan, shut the fuck up. It's fucking 2 o'clock in the morning. He was like,
you haven't slept for 3 days.
Go. Cheers.
Mate. I actually talked about Dig X with Darren the other day on the podcast.
Weird fucking exercise.
Because he was do you know what it came about? Because obviously Kate's disappeared, apparently. Princess Kate.
Oh, right, yeah.
He was like, she's disappeared, mate. William's beating her up. That was his theory. That was his theory. And I was like, okay, cool. And I went,
that whole thing was just...
But I went...
We met him on that fucking exercise.
And I went...
Forgot about that.
I went, nah, not William. He was like, why not? And I went, William has got the biggest, softest hands. Yeah. If he's going to get anyone to strike her, it won't be him. They are shovel hands, mate.
I remember...
I've got semi-decent... I could hold a basketball in these hands. They're quite big hands. They were like this big. So, extra fingers. Probably a couple more extra fingers, actually. But the softest.
Yeah.
Like, he pays someone to wank him off. There's no calluses, mate.
I remember when he turned up. I went
ruined,
to all the trenches.
Ruined the semi-final for me.
And he come down, and I remember we all had to shake his hand and everything. And I was like, sorry sir, my hand's a gipping. And he went, oh, that's alright. I wish I brought some Haribo down because you seem really, you need some morale. And I was like, you just reminded me of happiness. I remember putting my head down and went, so why did you join up? And I went, well, it's either this or prison. And he just moved on to the next one.
Yeah. So he came to me and he went, right, hello. I was like, hello sir. I was like, hello sir. And I shook his hand and he went, how you feeling? I was like, if I'm honest sir, I'm fucking hanging out. Oh no, I'm fucking knackered. I went, I'm knackered. I can't be bothered. He was like, oh. When I did it, we dug ours with fucking diggers. I was like,
I hate your face.
I wanted to say I hate you.
We got 3 inches down and it clay, flint and chalk, and I was like, we weren't even digging.
He had a terrible one.
Fucking hacking away at the top of it and just scraping it.
If anything, mine was perfect. But
it took us 3 days.
And he went, oh, you a football fan? I was like, yeah, I'm a United fan. I was like, I can't wait to get back and watch the highlights of the semi-final because I know we got Barcelona. And he went, oh, I saw the game. He went, Scholesy scored a screamer against Barcelona. You're in the final. I was like,
why would you do that?
You've just ruined it for me. That was my
cheers, cunt.
That was my morale for the next fucking.
Was that was the exercise where you get on the thing to go back to camp afterwards, and we got told if any of you fall asleep, none of you are going out, and was all upright. And then so went, I ain't fucking worth it.
Yeah. They went. And then we're all asleep. Everyone was just asleep.
Remember cleaning weapons when we get back, and honestly you lean on each other.
Yeah.
I need to get going in a bit.
Yeah, I'm ready to go whenever.
I'll press stop in a second. Let me have a wee.
Oh, to be honest, I've missed my train, so
I'll give you left home anyway.
Anywhere towards Maidstone.
No, I'll get your address, I'll tap it into my phone, I'll take you home.
Bombing is fine.
No,
I'll just
give
walk down.
me the house you're going to, and I'll take you home. I've had one beer 3 hours ago.
Yeah,
I'm fine.
Suck his dick. Simon, gotta suck his dick.
He's not joking.
This is the longest wee to say goodbye to people I've ever had.
Because that's how we usually say goodbye to people, with a piss.
I need to sort my accommodation out for the game.
There's loads on Airbnb, mate. Fucking loads.
Oh, Simon, just get a grip.
Well, to be fair, there's 5 of us.
To be fair, I've given you a fucking enough time.
I know, but I haven't had enough money.
Oh, fuck off. You should have just said, and we would have fucking sorted you out.
I said we're going with another family. And
yeah,
like £300 split between us for 5-6 bed hours.
Are you leaving me?
Yeah.
Do you know what that means? I've got to go inside. Sort of.
Well, that's episode 200, and
I thought that was actually pretty good.
Shit Fuck Cunt is coming to an end.
I fucking enjoyed that.
Just
I
time.
don't even know where I put my fucking coat. But yeah. Chris left fucking early. Standard.
You mean that Jehovah's that we just invited in?
Shalom.
Did Stace ever tell the story of when I invited Jehovah's Witnesses into the house?
No.
This one was in the married quarters. Obviously,
Still put his coat on. He needs to sit down and tell me the story
They knocked
before he goes.
Right, hang on. So, we sat at home, and I see him come in. I was like, right, I'm gonna have some fun. So, knock on the door. I'm ready to tell you all about God. Come in. In they come, and they sat down, and Stace has come up. Who are these? My friends. And she's looked at me and went, I suggest you go because he's playing. He's got no intention of buying anything, of doing anything. He's playing. As I'm taking my trousers off.
Why are you taking the trousers off?
Well, people of God, they've got to see me and my birthday, so don't they?
Yes, part of the rules.
And then they sort of went, okay. And they sort of scurried out. And I'm like, well, don't go. Come back.
Where you going? Where you going? There you go.
Stace told me off for it.
Nah, that's
He was like, why have you invited them in? Well, they won't come back now, will they?
That's not
They never
fair.
did. They skipped my house after that. It was nice.
That's not fair. Well, that's how we're going to end it. Is that my flag, by the way?
That is a good flag.
Yeah.
Where'd you pick that up from?
I got it online. I was going to put it at work. You know, like how they do when you go to basic training. You go to the corporal's office,
Yes.
and you got the flag around the desk. I was like, I'm going to do that, and then I bought it, and I went, that's going in the shed. That's the better one.
Take one effort. Yeah, boy.
I've got a few of those. If
You
anyone
should
wants
change
them.
that to just shit fucking cunt.
Yeah, I've got a couple of those. If anyone wants them, you can fuck off. What?
Yeah. It was gleaming.
I'm gonna cut that bit out where I'm standing up all far. Guys and girls, you've reached the adverts. Now welcome. For me, I like to use CBD oil, and there's nothing better than Kent CBD. So make sure you check them out. I'll use them to help with my PTSD, my depression and my anxiety. I use the oil. It is fantastic. Highly recommend it. But not only that, I use their muscle rubs for the aches and pains that I get in my joints, especially my knees and my ankles. I rub that shit in and it's fucking brilliant. So make sure you check them out. Put in the promo code GRANITE0 at checkout and get yourself 10% off. You're welcome. But not only that, if you like to support veteran-owned companies like I do, make sure you check out Green Beret Coffee and get yourself 10% off there at checkout. They are roast to order and it's top quality and everything goes back to the company itself. Fantastic. Green Beret Coffee, put in the promo code GZPodcast10 for your 10% discount. Now recently, Granite Zero has become an affiliate, a family member of HR4K. So if you want to support another fantastic veteran-owned company, put in the promo code GRANITE0 at checkout at HR4K, all their products, and enjoy them. I wear them, I support them most episodes, they are brilliant. They help support many other companies, they help to support many other veteran charities, they do loads for the veteran community. So if like me, you like to support them, please put in the promo code GRANITE0 at checkout and get yourself 10% off. I'm too good to you, and I'll see you guys soon.